Seen it get hung up this long. There we go. We are live. There we go. Welcome to a cold start on an Independence Day. It is Tuesday night's main event. I got a few people here you might know. Guy named Gary from Nerdrotic. A guy named Young Rippa. I don't know if you guys know his name, but how are you guys doing tonight?
I'm doing
I'm
good.
good.
I'm doing good.
I'm trying to turn. I've got echoes. What the fuck, man? I got all kind of shit going on. Why do I hear an echo?
Do you have the stream up?
Yes, on three different tabs. I'm trying to
There you
find
go.
out which one it is. What the fuck?
Echo.
Let's see. So they do hear an echo as well.
Yeah, you hear it.
Did you mute all the
Hailstorm.
streams?
Help me. What's going on? Why do I have an echo?
What do you have opened up?
I'm closing every fucking thing now. What the fuck? Gary's here and boomer shit happens. There we go. No.
You're the only one with an echo.
Do I have an echo? Yeah, I've got an
Yeah, you do too.
Everybody's got an echo.
Mute me.
Hold on. Yeah, mute me. Let me mute me and start talking. Let's see if it's me.
You don't have an echo.
Oh, I don't? Okay.
Testing. Yeah, I still
Hello?
hear it. What the fuck? I don't understand.
Echo.
Hailstorm, figure it out.
I guess it's my show since I'm the only one without an echo.
You are the only one.
How the fuck does that
Hang
happen?
on. Let me put him backstage. Hang on. Testing. Nope. Still got it.
No, wait. Put him backstage again.
Yeah, put me backstage. Let's see. Make sure it's not me.
Put him backstage. Okay.
Yep.
Now
Now.
say something.
Testing.
Testicles.
Hailstorm.
Ballsack.
What the fuck, bro?
I'm not echoey at all. So it's Eric.
Are
don't
you
know.
recording?
Am I recording? No.
It says live and recording up at the top corner.
Nope.
They call me the boomer.
I know, really. What the fuck, bro?
You can bring Eric back. Well,
Yeah,
Eric,
I guess so. We may have to start and stop this shit. Nope,
Say
it's gone.
Is it check? Is it
It's
me?
gone. It's gone.
Come on.
Yeah, I don't know.
What the hell? All
Nobody
right. Well, we are here. All right. Let's properly start. Gary, automatically. Listen, YouTube has been around for a little bit longer than Gary, not much longer. But every time, even if Gary has nothing to do with the stream, whenever there's a stream that's just the slightest bit late, I see Gary's name involved. They're like, did Gary take over the stream? Like streams that have literally nothing to do with him. And this proves his power right here. We were late, we were Bud Light, and we had boomer problems. So,
Yeah.
All right. Hi, Gary from Nerdrotic. How are you?
I'm good. Streaming all day when I wasn't streaming. I spent my Independence Day hanging out with two Brits watching a show about British people. I did right after real BBC. Me and Az and Mahler watched the Grand Tour. Just finished that a little bit ago, and now I'm streaming again.
Now you're streaming again. Look at you. You're gonna make it in this YouTube game if you keep it up. I got faith in you.
Thanks.
I got
man.
faith in you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. It's gonna be it'll be a good one for you. So there's Epic Mike, who I didn't invite, even though he's supposed to be on the stream every week. But I figured he had a family, So I told everybody to take off. Yeah, I told everybody to take off tonight. It was just gonna be a quick stream, and I'd get a couple peeps in here. I'd throw some question mark boxes up there to clickbait it, and I'm feeling very grifty. I'm feeling very grifty after what happened yesterday. Okay, I'm wanting to grift hard.
You need to put Jeremy from the Quartering's face in all of those boxes and put my channel is under attack. Just the whole thing.
That's all I got. You
That
know
Jeremy's face.
Next week, next Tuesday night's main event, I think that's what I'm going to put. I'm just going to put the Quartering's face on every one of those boxes. And that's how we're going to do it right there. So I think that'll work. What's up, Young Rippa? How you doing, man?
I'm all right, man. Busy. Obviously, this campaign's doing very, very well, and we're preparing ourselves for the end of the month, because the end of the month we'll start fulfillment, even though the campaign won't be over. So I just been grinding, been writing as well. My Psalm 3 been trying to get that ready to rock so we can get Cliff and Gabe back to work. And that's pretty much been me. just grinding, chipping away.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. You had a good stream with Drunk 3PO, man.
Oh yeah, that was fun. The whole team was there. It was awesome.
Well, what happened? Did something happen with the super chat or something?
Oh, it's some idiot super chatter that just kept giving him money, but he was like talking shit, I guess, about me. But he kept giving Drunk money. So I was like, I mean, all right. I mean, I guess that works. That works for me.
These clowns, bro. Like, so
Weirdo,
I know you guys, obviously everybody knows what happened yesterday, you know, with the channel. We're not going to make this whole stream about that. We've talked about it enough. And I'm not the type of person to talk about a topic over and over and over and over and over and over again to make money on YouTube. It's just never been my style. I like to keep things original. A lot of sarcasm there, but yeah, the celebration for a demonetization and only setting themselves up to be disappointed and, you know, wrong again. And I made more money yesterday after the demonetization than I do most days on YouTube because we did it on Rumble and Kick. So it's like, you know, these people don't understand that like our support system goes beyond just YouTube. I mean, we all have a great following on YouTube. And look what Ripa just did with the Ripaverse. Was that all because of super chats on YouTube? You know, I mean, no. And so it's just, you know, it's such a weird mindset to see all of that. But yet, you know, here we are. It took less than 24 hours. YouTube was great with us. You know, whenever you actually know you didn't do anything wrong and you actually just used the system and, you know, challenge or whatever you need to do. Like, Ripa, how many times have you beat, you know, strikes on YouTube, you know?
3-4 times at least.
Yeah, I know. And I mean, and, you know, Gary, you're going to be like, you might as well just, Mr. Beast needs to move over. You'll be passing him pretty soon. So
Only one person I'm worried about, ain't Mr. Beast.
So yeah, I mean, it's just it's been crazy to watch it all play out. But I want to thank both of you guys for having my back. And you know, me and Gary hopped on the phone. Gary was ready. He's like, I can go scorched earth, or I can just play it cool. How you want to handle it? I'm like, I think it's gonna be okay. So like, let's just. You know, Ryan was definitely the one too that's like in my ear. He's like, let's just give it 48 hours, bro. Okay. And I was like, all right, yeah, you're right. And then, you know, so it was good stuff though, man. So thank you guys both. I appreciate it.
Of course. Oh, yeah, man.
And I did want to get your opinion, Gary, on a film that not a lot of people have heard about. This is a film, like, unfortunately, I think that more people would go see it if they knew that it existed. That's the only excuse I can find for it. But there's this film, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Not a lot of people have heard about it.
No.
Not a lot of people are talking about
Flying
it.
under the radar, independent film, very cheap, independently made film.
Yeah.
And I found out why people were going. Actually, Deadline and Hollywood Reporter both said that there wasn't enough diversity, and that's why.
You know,
and it's true. It's just true.
I mean, that's really sad
that was
to
the worst
hear.
hope I saw. Maybe
All right,
there's
Gary.
not enough diversity.
Gary, I have not seen it. Honestly, like, how bad are we talking here, man? Like, how bad are we talking?
Easily the worst movie I've seen this year. Like, it's worse than Ant-Man. I'd rather watch Ant-Man. I'd rather watch Flash. I'd rather watch Shazam, Black Adam, if you want to go a few months back. It's dour, it's sad, it's too long, it's bloated. It's absolutely everything wrong with Hollywood right now. And they just threw all the money in the world at a problem that money was never going to fix, because the problem was Kathleen Kennedy wanting to do another Indiana Jones film. And the good thing that's coming out, this is what we talked about this back in the Last Jedi days, in the Solo days. And we're like, if this shit's going to change, they need a flop. They need an unbelievable, costly flop that they can't spin behind streaming numbers or any other bullshit. They need an embarrassing flop, kind of like Drunk 3PO. You need something like Drunk 3PO.
Am I in the show?
Embarrassment. And that's what we got. It's a bridge too far. No, you're not in the show, dude. Don't worry about it.
Is Gary roasting me again?
Listen, we take our private group chats here at Geeks and Gamers pretty seriously.
Y'all can hear me, right? Or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
I
Oh, that's the wrong
no, I
audio.
can hear you.
What the freak is going on?
Oh, I know.
He has the wrong
Seriously, as
audio.
I take them when I put our public Discord up on a Friday Night Tights with my Team Viewer fucking password on it, and I'm like, oh shit! Now I got to cancel my Team Viewer account and everything.
Can Jay not hear us?
I probably didn't have the audio, like his audio's wrong input. Because I know when mine started, it was like picking up the
Is
camera.
he on? Is he on the stream?
Yes.
Yeah, he's
he
on
is.
stream.
I don't see him on the stream. We need to put him on the stream. Jay is like,
What am I doing?
sorry. The chat has no idea what's going on. Jay popped in. He's like, "What am I doing here, man?" I was making a really good point too, wasn't I? Chat?
He was making a
maybe it wasn't.
fantastic point. Making a fantastic
Maybe it
point.
wasn't a very good point.
You know, it's Jay being Jay, but I'm sure he'll figure it out. But yes, back to your point though about how bad this movie is. I have seen, and I think you commented on it, but I put the NPC kind of meme up there, and I'm like, it's definitely better than Crystal Skull, because that's kind of what the whole narrative has been. Is like, it's just like, it was definitely better than Crystal Skull, and it's like, number one, I doubt that's true, and number two, that's not something to be proud of. Neither one of those is a good thing to say. Neither one. So
No, this doesn't make Crystal Skull a good movie because
No.
it's a piece of shit. But this is a worse piece of shit. And I'm glad they did it. And we all saw this coming a mile away, like an absolute mile away.
Ah,
Yep.
There we go. What's up, everybody?
oh, it's Jay. Look, it's Jay. Hi, Jay.
What's good? Such a weird thing you got here.
Is this the first time you've been on this one?
This
First time you've been streaming?
The software.
the software. Yeah.
First time you've been streaming.
Listen,
Gary just hates me. I don't know what it is.
I hate Jay. No, I just love to pick on him. He's like my big little brother. That I can all the time. It's great.
dude.
I
Listen,
never had a big little brother, so I'm just taking it out on you.
I take the Geeks and Gamers group chats very seriously, so we don't talk about what happens there. But I have to tell you a story about Jay.
No, man. Listen, it was an accident. I was in the freaking. Are you gonna tell the one I sent today?
Yes.
Wow.
I was doing my best Gavin McGinnis impression.
Jay, speak louder. You can't hear.
It's supposed to be private, you know.
So Jay, we had to go to Rolo's for July the 4th, and Jay was typing, and he was gonna say, "Rolo, send me your address," but Jay said, "Rolo, send me your ass."
No.
Joe
I
said,
immediately corrected it, and I was just like, I'm in the car with Jeremy. He's driving like this. I'm trying to get his address, and I said address, like I misspelled, and then I put address right underneath of it, like in a half a second, like it was.
Do you think that even matters?
I didn't think anybody would people misspell stuff in that chat all the time, so I didn't think anything of it.
"Oh
Now they
man."
turn it into a big thing.
Jay is the most unintentionally funny person I know. I do. So back to, so you've seen Indiana Jones. We were just having Gary talk about how unbelievably horrible this is. Jay, you're a big indie guy.
Yeah.
I talked to you about it. It was bothering you. You were pretty angry when I talked to you about it after you saw it. Has that anger gotten better or worse in the few days after seeing it?
It's just, I just can't believe they did this. Like, I don't know what Gary said. I think y'all were talking about Crystal Skull. The thing with like Crystal Skull is like, you can forgive a bad movie. You make a bad movie. I personally didn't think it killed the character of Indy. Like, this movie killed his character of who he was, of Indiana Jones. And it's just, it's like, why did they even bother making this film? And I hope this one really, I hope this is the film that brings change. Whatever, like, I don't know if it's going to be good change, but just change in general.
I think it is, Jay, because even I was talking about this with Az and Mahler today, and it really does feel like this of all things is the bridge too far.
Yeah.
Yep.
It took the normies a long time to get here, But like with hating this film, we have some very strange bedfellows. And fine, I don't care. But like the most important thing is people aren't going to see it. It's not just we're going to see it and hating it. We just stopped going, and
Well,
we've been
that's
waiting for this.
that was my thought process. Was like the sequel trilogy came out. You know, they destroyed Luke's character, but when they went back to their board of directors, they're like, well, it made some money, so those people don't know what they're talking about. They can't blame this on anything. There is nothing they can blame this movie. They can't blame it on racism. Can't blame it on the old angry white guy. They can't blame it on misogyny. They can't blame it on anything. And they're going to go back and say, you just delivered the biggest egg in Lucasfilm history
Maybe Disney history when
Maybe
it's all
with
said and done.
with an established character that has always made money. It was so. Listen, I was so like sad when I came home. I was going through all my old like great indie comics.
Dark Horse.
And the Spear of Destiny. I had this one out because I was going through it again because the spear is actually in the film in the beginning. And this is such a great, like, I don't get it. This is such a great story. It's him and his dad looking for the Spear of Destiny that's in the beginning of this. Sorry, spoilers. In the beginning of this film. And I'm like, it's not, I just don't get, like, it's just not that hard to find a good story to make a movie out that we would pay money to see. Like, it just blows my mind. And so I was with my brother when we saw Indy, and we were just like, it just became kind of comical. It's like, yeah, Disney has this story that they love to tell with older characters, with Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, now Indiana Jones. You got to be busted up, a broken up family, a shell of yourself, and they did it to Willow too, but Willow probably not as big as a franchise as others, but any of the older characters, they had the same story for them. Han Solo left his family, broke up with his wife, all that stuff, the same thing. Luke Skywalker forgot his family, went to go die somewhere. Indiana Jones going through a divorce, a drunk, living in a small apartment complex, banging on the doors of his neighbors. Can you turn the music down? Like, that's what they turned him into. Someone that says, I have nothing to live for. And I'm like, Indiana Jones is, if you were a fan of him from Raiders to even Crystal Skull, what Indiana Jones did for so many, if you like, I have all his books and stuff over here. It's just, he made you, if you like the character, he really made you respect history and mythology history, because Indiana Jones always respected the history. Like, he wanted it in a museum, he wanted it studied, but then you learn something about something you might not have known, like Raiders of the Lost Ark, the Cup of Christ. Okay. He did some of the books were about Atlantis, the Spear of Destiny, all these kind of things that are in the books. He also had some of the best I don't know if y'all remember choose your own adventure books ever, man, that you were a part of the adventure with Indiana Jones. And so this whole thing was to encourage people to not only learn about mythology history, but real history, religious relics.
Go over Instagram, go look at archaeologists, amateur archaeologists, Giorgio Tsoukalos from Ancient Aliens. They all dress like Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
They all, almost to a man, dress like Indiana Jones, because he inspired people to do that kind of stuff. And that's what heroism does. You were asking why they did this and why they went down this road again. It's because they don't understand what it's like to be a hero anymore. They don't understand good fathers. And it is antithetical to their entire belief system. Their belief system is to break up the family. The family's a joke. A family's a joke to them. Fathers are a joke to them. They're things to be evil. They're things that are bad. So they wouldn't even want to do that with Indy. And it's also like really lazy writing. An easy way to force some drama on a character without having to even do anything is you give them a dead son, a dead wife, a divorced wife, a broken up family, some stupid thing, alcoholism. They just decide to give them all of them. Retiring, alcoholism, dead son, divorced wife. I mean, they kind of
did the same thing to Han Solo.
Yes.
They did the same thing to Luke Skywalker. It's just like, these are characters that people have spent thousands of dollars of their money on figures, action figures, posters, books, comic books. Like I said, I'm like, I dug up some of my old ones just to look at it again. It's like, we have all this money and you're like, we don't care. Like, whatever. This is what happens when you get old, everybody. Your family's gonna leave you. Your kids will probably be dead. You won't want to live anymore. All that stuff, and it's like, and then we'll have a woman rescue you at the very end. You know, it was Ray that brought Luke back from retirement. You know, to save the day. It was Phoebe Waller-Bridge to punch Indiana Jones in the face. You know, to bring him back to reality because he was sad and depressed. You know, it's like this is some kind of cue card that they have that they're like, all right, we're gonna do this film. You got to follow this. Got to follow this. Got to follow this. And like Willow is just, I didn't even watch Willow. Willow is so bad that Bob Iger goes, we're just gonna take it off Disney Plus and fire everyone involved. You know, and if people don't realize this, and I've said this a million times, Lucasfilm was at the forefront of that stupid Star Wars hotel. Matt Martin, the storyboard group, you could go look it up for yourself. They put that thing together because they go, people are going to love it. And then they had this wonderful idea. People didn't know this. Lucasfilm, they were like, it's so great. You know, we're going to build one in California. And they had plans to build one in Paris. And they had plans to build one in Tokyo, right? That's what they thought people wanted. And less than a year later, it looks like it's going to get bulldozed.
Big surprise. A bunch of 75-year-old bankers cannot understand what fans want. I'm utterly shocked.
Such a shocking thing.
Kathleen Kennedy is way overstayed her welcome. She's still there. She's the worst executive in the history of fucking Hollywood.
Worst executive in the history of almost anything outside of maybe the Bud Light, maybe the Bud Light executives. But I think something you said was interesting, Gary, and it's not the first time you've said it, but this is finally a bridge too far. It feels like they finally have fucked up. And Ripa, I know you've covered this topic a couple times, the box office side of how massive of a failure this is. Right now, I think Ryan told me like John Carter was a $350 million.
I don't know how
$20 million.
I don't know how they spent that much money.
It was
on
like
that
close
movie.
to 300. Yeah.
Yeah, and so
I think it was over 300. I think they spent over $300. They should have only spent
Bob
300 million.
Iger, real quick. Bob Iger purposefully killed John Carter, by the way, for the Star Wars deal. So that was part
because that was basically a Star Wars movie. That was a Star Wars, and John Carter was good, by the way. John Carter was good.
Yes.
But yeah, so I mean,
1,000 times over fucking
so
Indy 5.
with this being potentially the biggest. I don't know what happened to Gary just now. But your camera just. Are you doing Black Lives Matter?
I am BLM.
Yeah, your camera's all black. So I don't know if it's the software. Again, we're still working through this. The software has been really good though. We haven't had any real issues with it. So I don't know if you want to leave and come back, Gary, but it's all black.
Let's see if I can fix it with the settings.
Yeah. But while Gary is now your OBS is showing up. Yeah. So while Gary's showing how he's in solidarity with BLM, Ripa. How bad do you think this is, man?
Well, this is terrible. But I think
you're back, Gary.
It's significant because, yeah, obviously this is going to be a monstrous loss of money, like a colossal fucking loss of money. It's just, we can't conceptualize how much money they're going to fucking lose on this film. But when you consider just in the last 4 years, I mean that 4 years. And just the amount of L's that they've piled up, and even how much it's accelerated over the last year between Lightyear and Strange World and this shit, Elementals, right? And them losing every quarter billions of dollars on the streaming services. They are bleeding bread right now, and I don't think they have any capital. They inherited debt with Fox. They're in trouble, and I know Jay. I think we spoke about this on your show today about just how their parks aren't doing well either. So that used to be at least the one reliable thing that Disney had. And if, I'm not saying that they're going broke by way of the parks, but at least you can say they're at least stagnating, right? They're not growing by any means, right? They're not.
For the first time in the history of Disney, they offered a ticket for $58 over the summer. Normally, it's $175. There's a problem there.
There's a big problem.
That speaks to just how fucked this company is. So, I don't know. I remember we had Legal Mindset. What I can't remember how many a couple of weeks ago, and I asked him about this because I was like, how how bad does it have to get before they like start selling off assets again? And I'm actually intrigued by that question because if they keep losing, not if they keep, they've lost a lot and they're going to lose a lot on this. And like, think about in the terms of their heavy hitters. What do they have coming down the pipeline that they can recoup fees on? Nothing. They don't got jack shit. There's nothing coming down. They're not in the Marvel Cinematic. What is it? Echo is going to make them money?
Huh, yep.
Yeah, Agatha or Ironheart. Like none of they're not the Marvels, right? Like that. That's they're not. They don't have anything on the way where they can say, all right, we can get back, get it back on the train tricks, man. It just. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. So I want to see how they're going to be like, you know what? We got to start either selling it off entirely or licensing some of this shit off. And I would be really intrigued. I want to know how Gary feels about this because I asked this question about Warner as well. Because we saw what they had started doing with some of their like National Geographic, right? They cut that bitch. They said, fuck it. To hell with everybody. Everybody's gone, right? So I wonder if it'll ever get to a point to where like some of their other publication wing stuff, they have to do that, which will bring the comics into play because they're not making any money from that. Like we all know they're not making any money from that. And that you can like not make money on an aspect of your company if you're making money elsewhere. But when you're actively losing money, that even if it's like in the grand scheme, yeah, they're not spending like $200 million on comics for sure. They're not doing that to print these books. However, you start looking at those individual line items when you like, all right, guys, we don't got no money. So some of this shit has to go. So I'd be intrigued by if they're going to be like, we got to license it off. Somebody else is going to have to do this shit because we're spending too much money on it and we're not making enough to justify the spending.
Right. That would definitely happen to DC before Marvel.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the last time we heard Warner Brothers Discovery's $50 billion in debt. Now, it might be a little less, but even if it's 30, that's almost insurmountable. Like, I don't even know how they get out of that hole. I don't think they've gotten around. I don't think DC's big enough to even cut at this point that would make a difference.
True. That's a good point.
But I think it's an IP farm, and once they find a way, I think they'll just probably license it out, like many people have said, and keep it to like the core characters. And then like I don't know, independent guys might be able to license characters out because once you get to the Z list, bigger companies aren't going to want it, so aren't going to want it. And then who's going to license it out? IDW? No,
they're gone. They might not make it through the year, man. Holy shit.
Maybe Dark Horse, which is owned by the Embracer Group now, so who knows? I would say yes in the past, but who knows? They make a lot of money off of translating manga, but not off their comics. So that's the question as things get worse, and they will get worse. I just don't think Warner Brothers has gotten around to it yet. And the DCU, I guess it all depends on the DCU, Eric, and I think that thing's DOA.
It is.
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead, Jay. And by the way, I was going to say, you guys in the chat lighting it up. I will get to all of your stuff very, very soon. Thank you so much for all the support. Thank you so much. You guys are incredible. See you on Kick. I see you on Rumble as well. Amazing. So go ahead, Jay.
So Lucasfilm failures 2023. Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser shut down immediately, and they take a tax write-off, which means technically they can't reopen it for anything else if you take a tax write-off. Willow was nuked off Disney Plus, and people that were associated with the show fired. They didn't even keep it on their streaming service. That's how bad that show was. Nope. Mandalorian Season 3, halfway through the season in the United States and Canada, Disney Plus lost over 470,000 subscribers. That was supposed to keep those people on. Nobody cared. Over 400,000 Disney Plus subscribers left in the middle of Mandalorian Season 3. We showed the High Republic sales. Some of their lowest books that sold less than 3,000 books. Less than 3,000 books.
Who bought the 3,000
with the Star Wars
retailer
name,
that can't get rid of it?
With the Star Wars name on it. And before the High Republic, some of the EU books were selling for millions of copies.
Jay, can I break in real quick? Do you remember when Marvel took over Star Wars again from Dark Horse? Do you remember how many copies they supposedly sold of issue 1? 2015. 1 million. It was the first
Oh
comic
yeah, I remember that. I
to sell
remember that.
1
Yeah,
million in a long time. Turns out it was entirely bullshit.
yeah.
Wow.
They put them in the loot crate boxes and they counted those things as sales.
Ah, Loot
That's how they do
Crate.
that shit,
Yeah.
man. It's all smoke and fucking mirrors, man.
Yep. Sorry.
And now we have Indiana Jones, which could be their biggest box office disaster. And I'm just talking Lucasfilm, not even anything else. So like, how do you? There is nothing. I mean, we can go further back. Kenobi sucked. Everybody laughed at that. They spent $250 million on Andor. They've come out with these numbers saying, yeah, well, it's the greatest Star Wars show that nobody watched. And it's like, I don't know how many like, how do you go to the board of directors with your Lucasfilm notebook and say, I think we did okay. Like, look at all this stuff. Like, you can't blame it on the lockdowns. You can't blame it on people not going to the theaters because Top Gun Maverick, Mario Brothers, Avatar 2, you could list, movies that made tons of money. So you can't blame it on that. What racists didn't like watch Star Wars anymore? Is that what you're gonna blame it on? Maybe. I don't know. Misogynist people, white people. I don't know what you're gonna blame it on anymore. So it's like I agree with Gary. I think this Indiana Jones, sadly, if he did anything good, I think he's gonna steer the ship. I'm not saying the ship is gonna be saved, but maybe some people in charge they'll just say, all right, we'll move. I don't whoever they replace. Whoever might leave, it doesn't mean it's going to get any better, but maybe this will be something that will trigger something because the only thing they got left coming up is the Rey movie.
Oh, and that will flop harder than Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have nothing else. They can't make money on nostalgia anymore. They burned that bridge after Mandalorian season 2, right? So they can't make. And again, I'm just kind of stuck on Lucasfilm. Willow, they tried to make money off nostalgia. They nuked that thing from orbit. Indiana Jones tried to make money off nostalgia. Nobody cares to go see a broken down man that being yelled at by a woman. You can go on and on. It's like, so that shiny nickel that they had is no longer available. You can't slap the Star Wars name on anything anymore and just expect it to make money. That has sailed as well. You have done too much damage to this IP that it doesn't matter. That ship is gone.
They don't
So
have
now-
an IP. They don't have Jack.
They don't.
There's nothing that it doesn't matter what Star Wars, the Lucasfilm wing, or even anything else. New shit. That crater shit. They spent $50 million. That took that
That's
shit
gone.
7
Yeah.
weeks. They said to hell with this. Pull the plug. Get the write off. We're done. Like they're taking L's everywhere. Everywhere at Disney right now is taking L's. So I that's why I'm more intrigued by it because they inherited a lot with this Fox shit. They clearly I don't know how they're gonna dig.
Such a horrible deal. How
Yeah.
anybody allowed that to go through is
That's crazy, man.
unbelievable.
They inherited all that fucking shit and they can't do anything with it now. But maybe sell it for pennies on the dollars, and that's when I think shit gets interesting. When you'll know it's really bad if it ever gets to that point when they say take this shit. Somebody like fucking give it to someone else because we gotta make some money somewhere.
Remember when Disney owned the Ducks?
Yeah.
Remember when Disney owned the Ducks? Remember when they owned the Angels?
Yeah.
They go, oh, owning sports teams is a fucking horrible thing. It's terrible.
And
Yeah.
speaking of the theme parks, we have the census report right here for the first time in the history of theme parks. Universal Studios Islands of Adventure and Universal have outdone every park here in Orlando except for the Magic Kingdom. That has never happened.
Never happened.
And people are choosing not to go to these other parks. They started to go to, and this is Super Mario World isn't even open yet. So it's like that. I mean, that I don't know, man. Like that could really do some damage. I think that's why they have issued this such cheap ticket over the summer. So it'll be like, our parks are full. Look at that. Yeah, well, you're charging Six Flag prices. You didn't charge that before. You didn't charge that last year. You didn't charge that over Christmas. It was 150, like 110, depending on like what day you go. And now you're like, well, we'll give this discount. And now, I don't know if you guys know this deal, but if you sign up for Disney Plus, they will give you 30 to 40% off your vacation to Disney, off hotels, off ticket prices, off. It's right on the Disney website. If you have a Disney Plus account, you just show them your number and oh man, we'll give you you get half off your Disney trip. So they are doing everything in their power to gain subscribers, to get people to go to their parks, to do everything. And it's just like people
Let
just
'em. It's not
had
going to
enough.
work.
They've just had enough, you
Yeah.
know?
Well, I don't think we can properly put it into words, and me and Jay know this for sure. I don't know if I can give even a comparison to make people understand how big of a deal it is that Disney World is losing this much traction right now. Walt Disney World has been the most visited place, not in Florida, not in the USA, in the world, and it hasn't even been close.
Yeah, for years.
This is a place
Not anymore.
I can't remember how many
Vegas
single
beats it.
site employees does it have? Like, is it 60,000
It's
people?
like 82,000.
Yeah, it's insane. It's the largest single site employer in the country. And
city.
Orlando had surpassed, and probably still has, because it's not like people are not coming to Orlando. But Orlando surpassed New York City several years ago as the most visited tourist destination, in the country.
It's Vegas.
And
now.
so, nah. Orlando's still the number one.
No,
but
Las Vegas hit number one this year because
did it? Oh, because
because they can get international visitors again. They weren't able to get international
okay.
visitors for like 3 years.
but
their
yeah, I
Vegas
mean,
is popping right now.
Orlando is. I remember just 5 years ago, you gotta actually move around Orlando. Traffic's god awful down here now. It's fucking terrible now. I hate
They
driving
can visit here
anywhere.
now because everybody from all over the world they're all here.
But yeah, so
Driving around.
So
Yeah.
Universal has so now obviously, shout out to Park Hoppin'. We do have a theme park channel here at Geeks and Gamers. Go subscribe to Park Hoppin'. So we cover these things here at Geeks and Gamers, and there's an energy at Universal that's been there for a few years that Disney used to have. Is that fair to say, Jay? There's like a different energy when you go to
We've
Universal.
said that the only magic left in the parks are the workers at this point.
Yeah, like it's
Oh.
like and you guys, and again, we won't go into specifics, but like I know you guys, you and Krista, you had some Disney employees pull you to the side, and they were
Yeah.
huge fans of Geeks and Gamers. And they were talking like looking around like, "Hey, come here." Hey,
Yeah, and shout out if you're watching because I had to valet my car and it was one of the guy in charge of valet and he was like, "No charge, man, no charge." So I was like, "All right,"
and it was
works
like,
for me.
keep doing what you're doing, bro.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you're
I was
doing.
like,
doing
"It
what
works
you're
for
doing,
me."
man.
Yeah. There's a lot of us here that agree, bro. It's a lot, and it's like that's what's up right there, man. And so, yeah, but there is a different energy. And again, the key, what Jay just said, is before Super Mario World, Super Nintendo World. I'm sorry, Super Nintendo World is open, and this is going to be 3 times the size as Super Nintendo World in California. So it's going to be insane, an insane experience, man. And with the rumors that Nintendo's working on like their own Nintendo, kind of like princess universe, with all the women to kind of compete with the Disney princess crap, because Disney doesn't even have women anymore. It's like they them universe or whatever the fuck it is now. So this is bad, man. This is really a bad situation. And I know some weirdo on Twitter with pronouns in their bio with a fucking furry fucking profile picture probably told you that a bunch of angry YouTubers are making this stuff up about Disney and Hollywood. But the reality of it is when all of us kind of started talking about all this stuff several years ago, I don't know any of us thought that there would be something as bad as this Indiana Jones situation.
Never.
This is crazy. This could be
Sorry.
the biggest single box office loss in Disney history.
Sorry, not sorry. It's
Yeah.
glorious. It's fucking great.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
It couldn't happen to a nicer company. It needed to happen. You got to hit bottom. And no, I don't care if I don't want Disney to succeed. Like at
No.
this point, screw them.
Yeah.
I'd love for them to sell their stuff, but we just need original things. I even said it earlier today. It's like we even need to get away from like associates of Spielberg and George Lucas. It's like, hey, okay, you guys had your day. We loved you. You were nerd gods to us, but your best days are behind you. George Lucas come back to Lucasfilm wouldn't change shit. It's done. And quite frankly, it's going to be Dave Filoni's world to do Rebels season 5, and I'm sure that'll bring the masses back right with the Acolyte. And then they have to like Disney Plus. So if it was that bad for Mandalorian, imagine when we get in succession the Marvels, Echo, Agatha Harkness, Ironheart. People every time the minute those things land on Disney Plus, they're going to lose freaking hundreds of thousands of subs. Just boom. Yep. They're it's a net loss. Like they're losing so much, but they've lost $4 billion on streaming so far.
Okay, tell me this, Gary, because yesterday I kind of had a chaotic day. But I did see a Marvels poster that you shared, and was that an official release?
That
poster?
was supposedly an official promotional picture that they paid money to do. And it'd been going around since Friday.
Oh my God. That was awful.
Yeah, that shit was terrible.
I do better on my cell phone.
I know.
The picture I posted with me and Krista, people are like, that's better than the Marvel. The Photoshop I did on my cell phone.
Dude, our thumbnails are better, okay?
Yes.
Like, what the hell was that? But that's how much they're not putting any money into this. They've given it off. They're right. They have to write this stuff off. If they don't, if they want to go a couple more years with this whole attitude, it's like, well, we've already got this stuff in production. It's too late to change. I've heard Eric talk about it. The X-Men, we sure already had one X-Men movie minimum.
That's bare minimum. That's bare fucking minimum.
But instead, we got some trick appearance of an X-Men from the Singerverse with Quicksilver in WandaVision. Remember that
switch? Oh, that was a bait and switch if I ain't never seen one, man. Holy shit.
And Professor X gets his fucking neck broken by WandaVision and Doctor Strange. Thanks. Really cool.
So here we go right here. Here we go right here. This is supposedly oh my God, man.
You haven't seen this?
No, I'm just saying. So this is supposedly an official promotional poster for the Marvels.
Others have pointed this out. I love how they really, in bright colors, told you the date, so it's like it's not blurry, or you can absolutely see that says November somethings. I believe it's a 10. And then look at Miss Marvel's costume, Eric. God, they're like, hey, let's take a costume that probably didn't look that great with the begin with, and make it look.
It was so terrible to begin with, and they didn't even believe in this dog shit character, man. Like they were too chicken shit to like give her stretchy, stupid fucking powers. They couldn't even give her that. They had to steal Quasar shit and try to make it cool on her, and it's not. It doesn't. It looks stupid. It looks dumb on her. Oh man, this is so dead on arrival. And what they did to Monica Rambeau, they should be tried for.
They should be
criminal.
Oh my
Absolutely
God,
fucking criminal what they did to this character. And yeah, man, I did that. But that's what I was saying earlier. Like you look at something like this, I don't know how much money they're gonna fucking lose on that, but they're for sure gonna lose money on that. This is about as honest as we're going to see Captain Marvel. This is not sandwiched in between Endgame and Infinity War anymore. So now they kind of have to stand on their own. And this is how you're going to see if Brie Larson is really the superstar that they've been trying to convince us that she is. And we're going to know she's not. But that's what they have to look forward to. And like to Gary's point, like every time they release these, like they have to be spending money knowing they're going to lose it. You know what I mean? Like, so when something like that gets put out, they have to be, I don't know what trajectory or what box office prediction they'd be looking at where they can come out in a green on that. Like that's at minimum, your ceiling is like losing. I guess the ceiling is how little you can lose, I guess, is more so what you're looking at it, because every time you put it out, you're gonna lose money. Everything that's coming out on Disney Plus, you're gonna lose money actively on, and as long as it goes on, the more money that you're gonna continue to lose. And they don't have anything to look forward to. Definitely not in Marvel. And Star Wars having the same problem. Everybody in Disney right now is having the same problem. So that's when it gets intriguing, and it shows you just how quick things can change, because it wasn't that long ago when we thought Disney was on fucking top of the world. You know, everybody made a joke about the mouse and them buying fucking everything, and everybody thought everything was gonna be owned by Disney. That was like 3 years ago, bro. That wasn't that long ago. Like where we thought they couldn't miss. They were crapping out $1 billion films. And now we're having this conversation to where I don't know if they're gonna be around in the same capacity in the next year.
Dude.
Not at this rate.
Have things gotten better since Bob Iger came back?
No.
No, they've gotten like 1,000 times worse. It's
That's got-
great.
Significantly worse.
But Gary, since you called me your brother, I felt really honored.
Okay.
I just want to share something that there is some. I shared this before. I don't know how to share screens here, but I did my best. If you could pull this up. This is the new creative genius. If you didn't know, this is Geo the Rock. You know, he's a co-pilot in Star Wars. This is Matthew McConaughey, somebody. He's asexual. That's what they promoted this character. I thought this was a
pansexual.
woman,
No,
but
it's not
someone told me
asexual.
that this is actually a man. So I don't even know what Ram does. That's this person's name.
I can think of a few things that Ram
So,
does.
This is the
So-
future. They can't destroy
movie's
any more
for you.
Lucas's characters, so they got to come out with their own. And this is what they give you, everyone: a rock, an asexual, and a man that looks like a woman. Star Wars is saved, man.
The same.
God damn it, dude.
Same.
What the hell? Holy crap.
How
Dead on
bankrupt do you have to, Ripa? Like you guys, Gary, you guys are all creative people. How bankrupt do you have to be to say, I think a rock will make a great pilot?
Well, they're creatively, but no, I think it's the cockiness a part of it, because Marvel does this stuff too, where they think it was a point in time when they like we don't have to get the best talent, we don't have to get the people that are the best people for these jobs, because they look at it like we're gonna get a return either way, so it doesn't matter. Like, so they're not. It's why it feels like you have people that are in control of these different various properties, at least creatively. And they don't know what they're doing, right? It's because it's the honest to God's truth, and they felt like they didn't have to get anybody that knew what the fuck they were talking about. You saw that if Kevin Feige was full of shit, like he's not the genius that I think a lot of people thought that he was. And there's nothing that they really have to cling on to when they have to get out of a rut. And that's when the creative people really shine, when it's like, all right, sometimes you don't get the response you want. Now, how do you get the enthusiasm back? And that's a difficult thing to do. And you have to have people in the right positions to be able to do that. And Kathleen Kennedy can't fucking do it. Fucking Kevin Feige can't do it. Like, none of these guys are going to be able to really do that. They legitimately don't have the talent. Hell, it'd be probably illegal for the talent to work for them. They probably got our names, I'm pretty sure, on some whiteboard, like, don't get these guys anywhere near this fucking property. So the people that could fix it would never get hired by them anyway. So that's why I especially think they're getting what they deserve. And if they get drove into the ground, I'm not gonna feel sorry for them, even though these are properties that I fucking
Are
love.
we gonna see a rock
we-
in ISOM 3 though? That's what I want.
Maybe.
We've been told.
Gary, what happened?
We've
Did
been
he leave
My
my
told.
camera off.
No,
My
he turned.
camera off so I can pick my nose.
Oh,
He doesn't have his profile picture on here, so.
I don't have one either. How did that
But we've been told point blank
Oh.
that Lucasfilm has informed their people to not communicate or interact with us on social media. So
They all know we exist. It's not,
yes.
it's not a secret. Everybody in the
Yeah.
industry. I get messages. I know Gary gets messages. Gary, I got a story for you. I'm gonna have to share after we go live with CBR guys that are internal guys that have reached out to me.
No. Oh.
Yeah, about we all know what it is. You know what I mean? Like, it's not an accident. Let's just say that it's not an accident as to why they don't cover the Rippaverse. But yeah, it's
Comic book resources does it
Yeah.
cover one of the best-selling comic books.
Yes.
One of the hottest comic books around.
it's amazing, isn't it? It's amazing. Jay's having way too much fun. with
I'm
it.
like, I found buttons to push.
yeah. So you having fun,
Sorry.
Jay?
Are you not? Yeah.
There's where I work.
Oh goodness.
Hey,
All
Greg.
right, I deserve all the picking on. Yeah, I deserve it.
Okay, I got to get some super chats. I don't know how much longer you guys got. I asked both of you just to come in here for like 20 minutes, and here we are, closing in on an hour. But you guys let me know how long you want to hang out. I just got to read some super chats.
I'll
So
hang out for a little bit.
why is Jay still full screen? So why is
Am I?
No, you weren't.
What? I can't tell.
Hayden Wayne, without saying anything, walks in the door, as Ripa says. a cocky son of a bitch, drops 100 down on the table. Moon walks out, don't say shit. $100 from Hayden Wayne.
You
Says
gotta respect that,
nothing.
man.
You gotta respect that.
Hayden.
What's up, Hayden Wayne? My man, Neanderthal 2020 dropped out 50 and said nothing. And what's funny about that is Neanderthal is the one that stream. The stream we got demonetized. The whole channel fucking got demonetized. Neanderthal comes in, drops a 50 right when it starts. I'm like, well, shit, we getting this party started early. It's gonna be a good stream. And then about 45 minutes through, suddenly all the channel members. I noticed Ryan started to feel comfortable. All the channel members, their names were white. Ryan was getting real comfortable. But yeah, so all the green went away. And but yes, thank you, Neanderthal. Neanderthal lit up the Kick channel, which we are live on right now on Kick. We have over 1,000 now subscribers, which is basically members on Kick. We only have 1,700 followers on Kick, and 1,000 of them are paid members. That's insanity. We got a great crowd over on Rumble as well. So thank you guys so much for all of the support on those alternative platforms, which is very important. Let's see. We got Graft Tanker 98 for $49.99 says watching Wrath of Khan 4K director's cut. Brilliant. Also a
I
long
watch
time
that tonight.
Yeah, it's a good call.
How about Jaws? You don't watch Jaws on Independence Day, Gary?
I have in the past. I've watched Independence Day on Independence Day, The Patriot.
Yes, dude, that's the two movies that we had here at HQ going. We had The Patriot, the extended version. Rolo was all about, and listen to me, Rolo, who might be here in a minute. Rolo gets very, like, emotionally invested in The Patriot, bro. Like, he was an emotional roller coaster. He was, like, getting worked up. And then he was like, oh, this is such a tough scene, man. He was explaining everything. I'm like, dude, your passion for The Patriot is off the chart. It was really good. So, yeah, Mel Gibson, which I got to share. And I'll finish your $49.99 super chat in a minute. But
Also, wait, Team America is a great.
I got to show the most American photo that I could find, okay? This is the most, like, look at this right here, all right? This is the most American photo ever. Mel Gibson in the back, in the crowd, saluting President Trump as he, where did it go? There. Mel Gibson saluting President Trump randomly in the crowd as he walks by in the UFC event. You know you're a Chad when Mel Gibson stops everything he's doing to go, hello, sir. That is the coolest thing ever. I fucking love Mel Gibson, man. What a fucking Chad Mel Gibson is. But yeah, we were watching The Patriot today, and it's such a good. It's been a long time since I saw The Patriot, and reminds you what good movies are all about, man. You know what I mean? That and Independence Day.
Gosh,
And yeah,
Gary, did you see they killed the Punisher off, man?
Yeah, dude. I wish that they should sell the Punisher, but they won't. But they should.
Look at that. I got like I would love Gary. Please come
Funny,
on.
Mike Barron was on.
Just like go over
Yeah,
all these
dude,
Punisher
Mike.
comics,
Dude,
man.
those books are so.
Yeah, we were just talking to Mike, and Mike wants to do some shit with us. He announced on my stream that he wanted
He
to.
did?
Yeah, it was kind of cool. He's like, I would love to join your team. I was like, oh well, shit. Just
Damn.
said it live in front of everybody. So yeah, maybe they can sell off Punisher. I'll get him, and then we'll have Mike Barron right.
Fuck yeah.
Oh
dude.
man, send me the GoFundMe, man. I'm there. That's like one of my favorite. Listen, I don't know how to prove it to you anymore. I got all of them. I got all these numbers. They're right in front of me because when you were coming on, Rip, I was like going through all my comic books. I got all the number ones, man. I got
Hell yeah,
everything.
man.
I even
Hell
got
yeah.
this one. Like, this is how important this stuff is to people like us.
Yeah.
I had this one. It was signed and certified by.
shit.
It's like I
Nice.
have all that stuff.
Man,
So,
I
go
I
ahead.
want
I
to
want to share something real quick. Like we were talking about the parks. This will only take a second, but just to show that we weren't just talking nonsense. This is 4th of July weekend. This is Disney wait times: 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes,
Holy shit.
5 minutes, 10 minutes. Nothing,
Yeah,
right?
that's unheard of, man. That's
yeah.
unheard
So
of.
you scroll
Wait,
down,
and
and
how
people
long
are
was-
like,
How is the wait for Hagrid?
Yeah, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. We dropped down 5-minute wait to Rise. It was insane. I can't believe that it's so. Now you go to Universal, 75-minute, 40-minute, 75-minute
Mhm.
on the same day. And so like this guy, one of these Disney adults is like, oh man, you like Universal's doing better than the Disney wait time. So I wanted to share that because you know, we could say a lot of things, but I just wanted to bring a little evidence
Yeah,
to
yeah, absolutely,
like
absolutely.
exactly what's going on.
Um,
So I didn't mean to cut like
no,
what you
no,
guys
no,
want.
you're good. I was telling the guys this today. Actually, we were talking. Are you guys aware that there was a Fortnite comic with Batman in it? And there's an issue where Batman and Snake Eyes have to fight, and they treated Batman and Snake Eyes with more respect than most people. And at the end, Snake Eyes and Batman salute each other out of respect. And I'm like, that is the most perfect fucking ending possible. You know what I mean? By outsmarting and it was, I was like, what the hell, man? Like, this is how bad we are. And again, you guys know I like
remember
Fortnite.
that comic because it was the only comic that charted that week. Over months. It was a
Seriously?
yes, it was that's I was like, what do I remember about that comic? Oh, it was the only fucking superhero comic that beat anything. That was
Yeah, yeah. And it's like, yeah, like it's the most like, yeah, Batman and Snake Eyes, which I mean, they're both really similar in their abilities. I would say Batman's probably just a little better in everything than Snake Eyes because he's Batman, you know what I mean? But like Snake Eyes is extremely talented, has all the martial arts training, everything like that. Very, determined individual, but to know that those two having a fight and then at the end it ends up with just mutual respect, when it's like,
that's what happened with Batman and Cap
So,
in JLA
yep.
versus Avengers. They fought to a draw. It was pretty
And-
cool.
Oh yeah.
yeah, and it's just that's where we are. Fortnite treats people fucking characters better than any company involved with it. It's kind of retarded. So it's kind of retarded. And we've even said that with even like the skins in the game. Like they're so accurate. Like when they bring us like Luke Skywalker, it ain't fucking Jake Skywalker in the damn Fortnite game, okay? It's Return of the
No,
Jedi
it's
Luke, okay? It's Luke fucking Skywalker. You ain't got overweight, angry, pathetic Jake. And even with like Indy, you got Indiana Jones in the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and of course, yeah, they do the fucking retarded dances, so that kind of throws all my argument out the window. So I'm just wondering if they're going to add Lord of the Rings and then Gary's going to start playing and doing
No. I will not-
Gandalf and like
I don't play the Lord of the Rings games, dude. I just played one and they shut down forever.
Gollum game.
Yeah.
Oh
I've never
man.
gotten as much email on anything than playing that and The Witcher. It's crazy.
Dude, I'm telling you, Gary, like Gary, you would probably be bigger than you are now if you just played games on the fucking internet. If you were playing, what's this game, Jay? You're playing it right now. What is it?
Only Up.
Only Up. If
Don't
Gary
ever play
was
that game,
playing
Gary.
Only
Don't play
Up,
that game, please. Don't listen to Jeremy. That game. Well, I don't cuss or get upset. That's the one game I have lost my marbles, man. Like I cannot. I hate that game. I hate it.
Can
And
you
yet
only
people
go
want to
up?
see me play it.
Yeah. It's basically this game where you're just it's a constant climb.
You
It's-
just
it's-
climb up, and you don't die. If you fall off, you just fall to the bottom, and you got to start over.
Yeah.
And it's like you make so much progress, and there is an ending. There is an ending, and it's like you make so much progress, and one little slip, you're just gliding down, and they play this little happy music, like, well, next time learn from your mistakes, and you're just so
called life. Yeah,
angry.
I like that.
Yeah, like right here. This is it, Gary. Right there. This is how you beat Dan Bask. Just go full gaming for the next couple of months. You'll beat Dan Bask.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that'll do great for my channel. Yeah, yeah, do it. Do 5-hour live streams every day.
Dude, listen. You doing a 5-hour live stream gives Perry Chan an incredible amount of content to edit together to put a sizzle reel that will probably go fucking mega viral. It'd be the greatest thing ever. So
Surprised he hasn't clipped my my Galaxy Lights ad that I did at the end of the Nooner. Did you
I
hear
watched.
about that?
I got home from Dial of Destiny, and then I saw Gary on Twitter, and I'm like, yeah, I agree. And then he put out his video, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not making a video. I'll just send everybody over to watch Gary. It's so good. It was just you said everything I wanted to say and more. I was like, yeah, Just go over there. Like it's so much
Thanks, man.
better.
Go make a video. Don't care.
People
what I
and
think.
people, they're like, Jay, you gonna do a review? I was like, I'll talk about it live, but go watch Gary's video, please. Like it trust me, you're gonna love it.
So Galaxy Lights, we did that commercial before FNT, right? And
There
they,
you go,
they
Jeremy.
approved it. My wife did a ton of work on that, and
Yes.
she asked me to do it. So I'm like, of course I'm going to do it. My wife asked me to do it. So we did all this shooting. Perry put the video together. We went back and forth. They approved it. We put it on Friday Night Tights. They're like, no, it's not good enough. It needs to be on a video. I'm like, I don't put them in videos. I put them in Friday Night Tights, but they still get that still gets more views. And I'll do it for like a month. And they're like, no. So I found out about this when I was on a stream. And it got age restricted because I don't want to do it here. I cussed them out for about a minute. I'm like, F Galaxy Lights. They fucking sorry.
Really?
Like a giant D, and I just yeah. And Perry's like, that is the best ending to a live stream ever. So, yeah. It's up on the channel, but yeah, I kind of went off on Galaxy. It's not. I don't think they'll be calling me back.
Oh, good stuff.
Screw sponsors. Screw them all, except for Geek Grind and Meta PCs.
Yep. I got to finish Graph Tanker 98's $49.99. Watching Wrath of Khan 4K Director Scott, brilliant. Also, longtime supporter, building a scale enterprise LED lit light kit. I don't know if you said lit kit on my channel too. Keep it up. Hey, brother.
Lit kit?
Yeah. So I appreciate the support, and that sounds super awesome. And I think you've convinced Gary to watch Wrath of Khan tonight. So that sounds like it. Bruh always super chats you, right, Gary? Bruh for $4.99. Bruh. Yeah. So Bruh actually super chat Cobra Cast after the demonetization. He's like, hang in there, bruh.
Yeah, he actually said something else.
He actually added that. I was like, that's pretty cool right there, man. I appreciate that. So that was pretty awesome. Hayden Wayne for 50 says Gary could try out the platform game Jump King, 2D game where you just have to do your jumps correctly. Could be your type of game, Gary. Listen, whenever Hollywood just finally dies, we'll just turn Gary into a gamer. All right, that's going to be the next phase of the Nerdrotic evolution here on YouTube. So, and when I mean gamer, I just mean really, really bad and able to monetize it. So,
dude, I restarted a game. I accidentally hit a button and restarted the game in the middle of it. I'm pretty bad in golf. I
I've done that too. I've done that multiple times.
What did I do? Mahler and Az are laughing too hard to tell me what that. I'm like, what did I do? No, I'll play Witcher later. I watched Witcher, and it made me want to play Witcher. Witcher season 3 is dog shit. It's really dog shit.
Yeah, I've heard it's really bad. This guy says, Jeremy, people are calling you racist with no evidence. Yeah, I know. It's called Twitter.
Evidence.
He's
It's
white.
called Twitter. Yeah.
I've got all the evidence you need.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I keep Ryan around, because if I ever do get accused, I'm like, you seen this guy right here? And then they forget about me.
I want to
So,
take
it's
all these
good.
comic books to Gary's house and just have him tell me stories about like these old ones that I have. I know that he's had all these before. So
I have them now.
oh man.
I have them now. I got
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. It's like I'm
all
going
right.
through memory
a lot
lane
of those
here.
are
It's like,
popping up. I remember the day I bought them off the rack and where I bought
man,
them
that's
from.
so beautiful to hear.
Kevin Hunts for 50.
50.
Happy 4th of July. Hollywood and Banks are doing great. I might have ran past a word he said there a little quickly. Thank you, Kevin Hunts. I
never do that.
appreciate that. Freaking Kevin. WG for 20. Indy would have a more dignified send-off if he was sent to a retirement home in New York during COVID. Oh, my God. Shout out to Governor Cuomo.
That's true.
Shout out. Tonberry Masta 450.
50.
Says nothing. Says nothing at all. Just slaps it down. Walks away. Brent Wolf with 10 Geeks and Gamers memberships.
Yo, what's up,
Thank
Brent?
you so much. Appreciate that. Drew Outstanding in the field for 50. Jeremy, Gary, and Eric 20 years from now, people will know you were the lieutenants of the culture war when others bent the knee. Tell YouTube we aren't gonna fall for a banana in the tailpipe. Ask Jay. He knows what movie it's from. Please, 199. Thank you.
Banana in the tailpipe?
Yep.
Yeah, dude, come on.
Jay.
Jay. Banana in the Tailpipe. One of the best 80s movies ever.
Does my audio suck?
Wait, is that Better
like-
Off Dead?
No.
Oh man, I
Don't look at the chat, Jay. Don't look at the chat.
I don't even know how to pull the chat up.
Like, on YouTube.
As soon as someone says it, it'll just hit me with a rush of.
Okay, I'll give you a hint.
Yeah, give him a hint.
Eddie Murphy's in it.
Beverly Hills Cop?
Yay!
The first one?
Yes.
Man.
Good job, Jay. I'm proud
I
of you,
really
Jay.
screwed that up.
Proud of you, Jay.
Feel
Proud of
free
you,
to-
buddy.
Yeah. Let the
It's okay.
ribbing begin.
That's
I deserve
okay.
it.
That's okay. Input latency for
God, I
1999
can't
says,
believe I forgot that.
"Hail peeps, Jeremy sucks. Thanks for
I totally
fostering
agree.
this fellowship of wonderful idiots. Gary's Discord is a place I've met some darn good people and real friends. God bless America, and God bless each of you wonderful idiots. Thank you,
Everybody-
Input latency.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you for the Discord is there because of Geeks and Gamers. Thank you. Thanks to all the mods in there. You guys are great. I slip in there and I just watch. I absolutely
This is one of the
Absolutely
coolest
insanity.
stories ever reading
Dude,
comics.
that is such a good one shot, and it's
Yeah.
totally affordable. Don't even bother getting the reprints. Go to your local Comic Con, like a little one in the Scottish Rite Center. You'll be able to get that for $15.
Just the
Worth
art,
This is
man.
an awesome.
It's just the art
Oh,
is
it's good.
screams greatness.
The ending is so clutch, man, with Spider-Man and it's so good.
Great ending. Great book. They don't make them like that anymore.
No, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. I'm just like really lane here.
You want to come on the real BBC sometime? Oh, Az will just shoot me for saying that, but
It's
I'm
okay.
kidding. I'm kidding.
It's okay.
You could come on and bag and board your books with us.
I love Az had my favorite tweet of the day with the red coats. It made me laugh so
Oh, yeah.
freaking hard. I was showing everybody
He's
at
a
the
loser.
he,
GG
he
head
could
con.
not
Like,
stop talking about it today.
I
He
was
was
like, look
laughing
at this
so hard.
tweet. It's so funny. It's just so
Dude,
original.
I did an
just- I
entire
love
live
it.
stream with him with holding the American flag right here, right next to my heart. The whole stream, all 3 hours.
I saw.
Eric,
Bro.
you got to come on Real BBC. We got to get you on. I am sorry I haven't asked.
No, whenever you want, man, just hit me up. I'll make time for that.
And
That's
screw Jeremy. We don't need him on Real BBC, but these other two guys can come.
Bro, listen. As I told this story last night, or was it today? Az hit me up after the demonetization, and he's just like, "Whatever you need, I got you. I can, this," and he's just passionate as hell. And I'm like, man, I really fucking appreciate that, man. Thank you. I was being really nice back, and then he just comes back calls me a gamer word. Just that's all he says, just a
I
gamer
know
word.
what he's called me.
Yeah. I laughed my ass off, man. I'm like, here I am in fucking disarray right now. And I'm like, oh man, my friend Az, he's got my back. And and he's being like, I got you, man. Whatever you need, bro. He's like, don't
Nothing
be
but
proud.
love.
Ask me whatever you need. And I'm like, man, I really appreciate that, man. Blah, blah, blah. And he just comes back, gamer word. And I'm like, I respect the hell out of that. So I just responded with the Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, where in the Last Dance, where Jordan walks up to him, he's like, "You bitch." He's like, "Fuck you." I said, it's so damn good, man. I was like, I love this dude, man. It was great. Chris Benoit for $50. Happy 4th. Have fun. Celebrate with the loved ones. Grab your wife, son, and hold them close. It's
That's messed up, man.
God damn it, man. It's the family that makes America great. So
Oh my gosh.
hug them as tight as you can. Never let go. Fuck. Even if they turn blue, red, white, and blue, America, heck yeah. Damn.
That ain't right. Oh my gosh, I forgot I had this one.
Kevin Hunts for 50. Happy Why the History Month. sounds like a Chicago out there. I think Kevin's had a few. I'm going out on a limb. I think Kevin
Is
might
that
have had a
Kevin,
few.
Kevin? That's
Huh?
not the Kevin that we.
Oh,
is
that's
that,
our boy Kevin. Yeah. Oh,
it's our
yeah.
boy Kevin. Okay.
That's our boy Kevin.
What's up, Kevin? Don't drive anymore. please.
Let's see. Drew
Watch your One Piece.
Drew outstanding in the field for 1999. Been watching ID4, Armageddon, The Rock, Point Break, Golden Eye this weekend. I miss practical effects, good writing, and actors that cared about the roles compared to green screens and other BS in movies in the last 5 years. 199. I agree. There is no substitute for practical effects. There just isn't, man. This is why I am such a fan of Christopher Nolan. He will go out of his way to not do green screen if at all humanly possible. He just will. You know what I mean? And for better or for worse, I know people have problems with Nolan stuff, and I'm not saying he's a perfect filmmaker. Nobody is, but he is damn good. And he will go out of his way for practical effects. And it makes such a difference. It really does. And it's one of the things we're missing in so many films and so many other things. It's one thing like Dune. I loved Dune Part 1, and it just felt, and obviously I know they had they have their own effects on there, but it felt gritty, it felt real, it felt lived in, it felt like a real world. You know what I mean? And it goes a long way. It goes a long way. So
I mean, I even think if the effects aren't even, that done even well, if the story's amazing, people kind of forgive that stuff.
Absolutely. The story and the characters matter, not necessarily in that order, but you can't have one without the other. But you can certainly live with you know what? There's a lot of really good comic stories that have kind of so art, but the story shines through.
True. That's really true.
Yeah, and there's a lot of TV shows that have garbage special effects. Doctor Who has garbage special effects, but it's always been about the character and the story. I had a lot of extra time on my hands lately, so I finally watched an episode of Stargate. People were trying to get me to watch that forever, and I watched it today, and I loved it. It was great because it was just in sets, and it was based on a story. Weren't too worried about good special effects. It was made back in 1998, and I had a good time watching it. Better than any of the dog shit we're getting now that costs 1,000 times more.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's weird that stuff costs so much money now. Like we look at Element. Was that like Element?
Elemental.
200 plus $1 million, and just to lay an egg. It's just
and what was Mario's budget? Like 100 million?
Something along that. I mean, but you even look at like Puss in Boots was that like 89 million?
Yeah.
And that movie was phenomenal.
Yes.
It was really good. So
yeah, it's wild. I mean, like right now, I know what for the rest of the year. What do we have that's going to be that's going to be big hitters? Whether
Mission Impossible,
Barbie, I think will be
probably Barbie.
Barbie's probably going to be a pretty big. Like I think Barbie's going to make more than Oppenheimer just from the sheer fact that Oppenheimer's.
I think so.
Oppenheimer's not a massive
slow
appeal.
burn that some people nobody wants to see that.
Yeah,
I know how that movie ends.
Yeah, well, but it's like I just think the subject matter, and I think a lot of us are going to love the hell out of it. I'm just thinking the masses are not going to.
No, Jay, I don't think Hiroshima thinks Oppenheimer was a slow burn.
Oh,
or Nagasaki.
I mean, I don't know if you're gonna take your 10-year-old girl to go watch Oppenheimer in the theater either.
And good and damn well, Nolan ain't there gonna be casting diversity for diversity's sake. He getting no awards. He ain't gonna get no praise on that. Remember the fucking weirdos that were bitching about Dunkirk and how they didn't have women involved in the front lines.
I remember that.
God damn, man. I'm like, shut the fuck up, man. Good Lord. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, obviously. But then Dune, I'm wondering how Dune's gonna do because Dune Part 1 wasn't like a massive success. It barely made enough.
Yeah. Well, it didn't make it. It should have not got a sequel. Like absolutely, and it got it on the director's juice and the stars and the potential.
Yeah,
it was so well received. That's a good question. It only cost 122 million. So it doesn't need to make $1 billion at the box office.
I feel like I feel like the momentum for Doom 2 has picked up a lot based off their positive reaction to part 1. And so that'll be interesting to see how that one does.
You know, word of mouth seems to be driving stuff a lot more than like back in the day. That's all we needed. Then it just feels like it's stronger now. I mean, like Guardians has only done well off of word of mouth. Had that terrible opening weekend for a Marvel movie.
Yes.
And Super Mario Brothers just blew. You know, like the critics didn't like it. A lot of critics didn't like it. Nobody cared.
Do we think that? Oh, go ahead, Jay.
No, I was just saying, like, I know Rippa doesn't care about these movies or anything, but you know, today for July 4th, Rippa was out partying with Tom Brady, as you can see. So that's where we're at. That's why he's been quiet.
You made it back in time for the stream, though. I see. That's
He made it back in time for the stream. So
why is Comics Division there?
yeah.
Oh man.
Holy shit. I'll never get that time me and Ryan saw that dude at
Target.
At Target. There was like this dude modeling some clothes, and it looked like Ripper, and Ryan like took a picture like the fist bump, and he's like, got to meet Eric July today, man. It's great. Oh, it's so good, man.
Millions of dollars in comic book sales. You get to hang with Tom Brady.
Hey, that's the life right there, man. It must be
Tom
nice.
Brady gets to hang with him.
That's exactly. That's
That's
it.
right.
You're
That's
absolutely right.
No, but what I had a question.
I got to hang with Jeremy. That's what.
Yeah.
Hey.
My book sales got me.
Oh my goodness. No. Oh, what I was gonna say is, do we think that Super Mario has pretty much it locked in for going to be the highest grossing movie of the year?
Yes.
Like, I think Barbie's the only thing that might have a shot just based on mass appeal. Although I'm just on the surface, I don't think Barbie
be the
can do it.
international
So.
box office this year.
Yeah, I
So-
can't see the Marvels beating.
The only, I mean, to be fair, if you between yours and Drinkers videos might elevate the Marvels to a place that even the box office can't get, because that's the only way. That's going to be more people are going to watch yours and Drinkers videos on the Marvels than the Marvels. That's the reality of
I've
it.
been waiting for this all my life.
Mission Impossible. I don't know if Mission Impossible can turn 1.2 billion. That's gonna be tough.
Yes, except for the runtime. It's really long. It's 2 hours and 45 minutes long.
Yeah,
That might hurt it a bit.
yeah.
But
But
it still does really well.
it definitely can. It definitely can, especially off the momentum of Top Gun Maverick, which is Tom Cruise, and so and the last Mission Impossible was very well received, and so yeah, I guess if anything, Mission Impossible probably has a good shot. So I'd say between Barbie and Mission Impossible, those are only two films.
Yeah,
Those are only two films.
Coming off the goodwill of Top Gun. Top Gun is a hit that we haven't seen a hit perform like that in a long time, even before COVID, it was in theaters for months and months, damn near a year. Even after it was available for rent, available on streaming, they still had theaters releasing it, and which means they were still selling tickets.
Yep.
So while it didn't make as much as Avatar, it had way more of a cultural footprint, and I think his goodwill is going to earn him a lot of money. And just that runtime, dude, that's too bad. But Super Mario's got it locked up, and it could have done more if it didn't go to video so soon.
Yeah, it went to video really, and they announced it too.
Yeah.
They announced it, which was a really strange decision. But what you're going to learn as we progress into the Nintendo Cinematic Universe, you are going to understand that Nintendo makes a lot of strange decisions. They just do. They make a lot of fucking weird decisions. All right? And again, as I've said, it's a double-edged sword with Nintendo because they are so aloof that they also don't pay attention to the bullshit with the identity politics and all that. But they also don't pay attention to their fan base either. They're just doing what they want to do, but they clearly have the right ideas in mind. Like, they still want to honor their properties. You know what I mean? And they are very protective of their IPs. But they make a lot of weird fucking decisions, man. But they tend to always end up with a good product, which is, at the end of the day, that's what you're looking for.
Yep.
You know, but they make a lot of weird fucking decisions. They just do. They're weird. They sometimes it seems like they hate money, even though they make more than anybody. It just seems like you guys can make so much more money, but they clearly are doing what they need to do. So, you know, we will see how that one plays out. But as Nintendo gets more into the movie sphere, that's going to be interesting to see how people that aren't necessarily like we saw Grace Randolph and her take on Nintendo, which was honestly, I don't think she was. I know we roast her a lot and everything, and she's had some horrifically bad takes specific to Nintendo. As someone that she didn't know anything about it, she wasn't completely as crazy as she sounded. It's just that she just didn't understand Nintendo. But for somebody that doesn't know anything about it, that's watching that movie, like I could see how you could look at it and go, "Well, what are you doing? And this doesn't make any sense. This isn't a real movie. This isn't a real story. This is just a video game." Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it needed to be, though. But moving forward, Nintendo is going to have to add story elements, a true story element to whatever they're doing moving forward. They can't just live and die off of it's Mario and he's doing Mario things that you saw in the games. That's not sustainable for the long term. I don't think. But we'll see, I guess. But video game movies could be the next thing. It could be the thing that takes over because comic book movies, again, I know this is whole superhero fatigue thing. I still think it's just bad movie fatigue. I don't think it has anything to do with superheroes. Again, my argument to that is I know this guy. His name's Eric. He's a friend of mine. And managed to make several $1 million as an independent comic creator. So clearly there's no fatigue for superheroes considering
In
Ripa-
comics.
And comics, yeah. There's not superhero fatigue. There's bad movie fatigue. And so that would be my argument to counter all of that. So what is y'all's take on that? What did you take, Gary? Do you think there's any...
I think the superhero fatigue is with Hollywood. They have grown tired of it and they stopped trying. They've stopped trying, but it will damage the superhero brand. It's because they've completely mismanaged it. Okay, they just have. The superhero brand itself across all publishers is a medium. It's from the medium of comics where you can have multiple genres and you can adapt stuff until the earth burns up or the sun goes supernova. Like you can make stuff forever, but their desire is gone, and then that's gonna. Too many bad movies will kill anybody's interest in what Hollywood has made a genre, okay, which is superheroes. So like you'll still get a good one that people will like, but it's never going to drive the box office. That's what the fatigue is. But I think it's overall Hollywood fatigue, blockbuster fatigue, might even be genre fatigue when it comes to the normies now.
I can relate that to video games in a sense where, and I think I have made this point before, but the Nintendo Wii was a monumental success. It transcended video games. It became the normie system of all normie systems. It made the MCU look like hardcore fandom compared to the normies that this thing was hitting. And Ripa knows what I'm talking about. Like there was every grandma in the fucking world had a Wii. You know what I mean? And Nintendo flooded the market with family-friendly bullshit games that were terrible. I mean, you go into a GameStop, whole wall full of We Fucking Play and We Family and We Reading and it was terrible. Now the system had some good games, some amazing games, but it was flooded by all this family-friendly bullshit. So the next system Nintendo came out with was the Wii U, and it is known as one of the single biggest failures in the history of video games. Now, was there Nintendo fatigue? No. There was normie bullshit fatigue. You marketed to a crowd of people that just weren't going to continue because you flooded the market with really bad products. Then they got back on track with the Switch. Suddenly, sales skyrocketing again.
But
so
there's no back on track.
Had to get back on track.
Do we see Hollywood getting back on track?
No. And that's the difference. That's the difference because they cut and run on the Wii U. They cut their losses and said, this was a bad decision.
What to do as a
we
company.
fucked up. We have to move on. Now, I personally love the Wii U. I thought the Wii U was a phenomenal system, but it was marketed terribly and you relied on an audience that didn't know anything about what the system was. So you that's where you missed the ball. And so, yes, they completely abandoned that terrible marketing decision. Again, I continue to say marketing because the system itself and the software, I thought was really freaking good, just completely overlooked because of the marketing. But they cut changed it and got back on track and created something very, very awesome and a lot of innovation. That's not going to happen with Hollywood, unfortunately, though. Because if that was going to happen, I don't know. Lucasfilm may have saw The Last Jedi results and said, "Hey, we shouldn't do this. We should stop right now and correct course." And
Yeah, but just to counter that, I think that it's not so much maybe superhero fatigue or Hollywood. I mean, that's all part of it, but I also think streaming service has really killed the box office.
Oversaturation.
And because a lot of people, if you have larger families and not to get political, but in today's economy, it's not cheap to take a family to go to the movies. They really have to come together and say, this is what, like they did with Mario. It's like, this is what we're going to go see. I know it's going to be safe for my kids. I know we'll have a one and done, but it's a lot of money. And knowing that if I just wait a month or two, I could just watch it on my service that I'm paying monthly for. We'll just wait and do that. I'll just order popcorn at home. And only that is because my father is an Indiana Jones fan. I was like, are you going to go see the movie, Dad? I have zero interest. It'll be on TV soon enough. Literally what he said. And so it's like, it's just, some people maybe are just saving that money to go see something. I could be wrong, but just, hearing from
We'll
other.
find out.
Yeah, I mean, I just think the summer.
Strike's going to delay everything. So we're getting this glut of stuff. And then it's gonna be next to nothing. I think the movies will be halved next year.
But I mean, since Mario Brothers, has there really been a film? Maybe Guardians of the Galaxy 3 just kind of squeaked over. That's really done well in the box office. People are choosing not to go to the movies. They're just like
Miles Morales did well.
Which one?
Miles Morales too.
Okay, this the Spider-Verse one, right? Yeah. Exactly.
Miles Morales too.
And so the it's funny, but I just think people are choosing not to go. They're just saving up for whatever big release is coming out that gets everyone excited. Because the fact that I thought for sure, and I'm kind of glad I was wrong, that just normies would show up for Indiana Jones, because there hasn't been anything for Indiana Jones since Crystal Skull. There's no books, there's no nothing. So maybe some of the older people would just go, and it's like they have just lost interest. They have just lost interest. So Lucasfilm didn't think so if they spent all this money to make one of the most expensive movies ever made. So, but here we are. So I think with all that, it's weird to see the summer blockbuster stuff it's not happening, it's not here. So I guess Mission Impossible, like you said, and Barbie, but they come out at the same time, right? Is it those two that come out?
No, Oppenheimer and Oppenheimer. So Mission Impossible comes out, is it before or after?
Week after.
Okay, so Oppenheimer and Barbie open up the same day, same weekend, and then the week after, Mission Impossible.
And wasn't Tom Cruise upset because he wants people to see Mission Impossible?
Well, it's the screens. It's because of the price.
In the IMAX, right? And there's not that many IMAX screens.
Right. And so, yeah, it's about the premium screens is what he was more so worried about than anything. And I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. I mean, at the end of the day, you know what I mean?
It might be back in those premium screens afterwards. So
yeah. So. Time will tell. But
there's a movie theater. I can't. Oh, somebody in the chat will know. You pay a little extra and the seats move and stuff. It's called
like the D.
Yes.
4D.
Big D.
Something.
Yeah, it's like
the big D, and that seat that's moving.
I think that's what it's called.
You don't want to know. Don't ask any questions.
4D, D box. That's what it is.
Yeah, D box. That's right. Has anybody ever watched a movie in D box?
The big D.
Yes. I've seen a movie in the big D.
How was
cool.
it?
It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's cool.
Is it?
Yeah.
I would think like if you saw an action movie, you'd just be constantly like moving
movie.
back and forth.
So it kept me awake during it.
Send Ryan to those. Ryan keeps falling asleep during every movie he goes and sees. So And every time he says, he's like, I fell asleep, man. I
I
couldn't even
can't
watch it.
imagine how a dude who eats floor pizza all fucking day and like just mainlines Mountain Dew is tired all the time. Weird.
Oh shit.
I think I'd throw up. If I go watch Mission Impossible in that D box, it's just flinging me around every time he jumps out of a plane. I think I'd throw up.
Corn Boy for 5 gifted subscriptions over on Kick. Thank you very much, Corn Boy. Appreciate that. You are the man. Jay Schwalbach for $20. Rumble Rant. The Critical Drinker was asked a very deep question the other day. I think all should address it. Would you rather sit on a cake eating dick or sit on a dick eating cake? Happy Bang Day. For $20, Schwalbach, really? 20?
Schwalbach.
You go first, Jeremy.
You asked the question, Schwalbach, so I really want to know why you need to know that.
Schwalbach's. This is a man who came all the way to Vegas Friday Night Tyson Meetup to bring me a walrus penis bone, just so I could beat Dan Vasquez bragging rights. So what do you expect?
Well,
So-
Jeremy has to answer that question. We don't.
I mean, I've listen. There's been a lot of anticipation around here. So
What?
anticipation, a lot of anticipation for Jay Hailstorm to talk. I'm gonna allow Jay Hailstorm to speak
Jay
for the
should
first
answer this
time.
question. Yeah.
So Hailstorm, you wanna answer this question really quick? Would you rather sit on a cake eating dick or sit on a dick eating cake? Go ahead, Hailstorm. Everybody's been waiting to hear you speak.
Hello.
And that's Jay Hailstorm's answer. I would say I would rather eat Culver's where there's no dicks anywhere.
Okay, you've been building up Culver's. I got one near my house now, dude.
Have you not had Culver's yet, Gary? Gary, go get a Butterburger. It will change your life.
I
Okay.
had Butterburgers before in Sheboygan, Wisconsin, where they invented them.
Well, so Culver's is based out of Wisconsin. That's where they were founded. So get ready for greatness.
All right.
Culver's is GOAT. All right. Absolute GOAT. And there's nothing else that's close except for In-N-Out. But Culver's is better than In-N-Out. Donnie Danko becomes a member. Thank you, Donnie Danko. Rusty Knight becomes a member. Thank you. Doug B becomes a member. Thank you. Jack Hudson, $2 Corgi super sticker. Thank you. Cole Hauser. Hale 199. Jeremy back in the day. Dolph Lundgren would have been a great Duke. That is true. Gary Oldman's character in Leon would have been a great Cobra Commander. Absolutely. We were kind of casting G.I. Joe because obviously G.I. Joe is going to make some type of return to the big screen. And I think, who was I talking to? I was talking to somebody about this. I can't remember who. Anyway, I was talking to somebody about this, and we were talking about the Indiana Jones situation and the prequels, Star Wars prequels, and how, regardless of how you feel, like obviously I've always been a defender of the prequels. I've only seen Crystal Skull one time. It was in the theaters opening night, and I've never seen it again. Never wanted to see it again. So I can't tell you what it's like now revisiting it, but we were talking about it. It says, I think that this is what Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is going to do for Crystal Skull is what the sequels did for the prequels. A lot of people look back on the prequels and like it's just not that bad. You know what I mean? And I said I never really understood that mindset because I always was a prequel defender until I saw Snake Eyes. And when I saw Snake Eyes, I was like, perhaps I treated you too harshly to the two G.I. Joe movies because and it really has. It has changed my. And I'm not saying that G.I. Joe movies are good because they're not, but yeah, man, like it made me look at those G.I. Joe movies and go, yeah, man.
That's why I tweeted like Lucasfilm's motto should be "It can always get worse."
Yes.
Because it can.
Yeah, yeah.
But with
absolutely.
Crystal Skull, there's no way it makes it a good movie.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it makes it good, but it does make you look back on it. And it's just not. It's not the character assassination.
Failed for a
so-
more admirable reason. I will give you that. They actually tried. They weren't deconstructing Indy. They didn't do any of that. They just made a dog shit movie.
It's just it's a bad movie.
Well,
Yeah.
well, as I said this on Daily, but like G.I. Joe right now, with what we saw with Top Gun Maverick, you know what I mean? Like, if you make a patriotic GI, and again, Top Gun Maverick wasn't over the top patriotic. It was patriotic though, you know what I mean? But it wasn't over the top. If you just make a patriotic GI Joe movie with amazing Cobra villains, GI Joe versus Cobra, good versus evil, and cast it the right way, and give it that patriotic theme that it should have, and give us an awesome Snake Eyes. I'm not even against Ray Park coming back as Snake Eyes at this point in time. He was phenomenal as Snake Eyes. I don't know what type of shape he's in these days, but I would love to have Ray Park back. But ultimately, it doesn't even matter who Snake Eyes is, as long as it's a very acrobatic, a good fighter, because keep his fucking mask on and he doesn't talk, so it doesn't matter. It's literally everything that fucking Snake Eyes movie was. Oh, such a piece of shit. Anyway, point being, you could do a lot with G.I. Joe right now. You could do a lot with G.I. Joe. I don't think they will, but you could do a lot. But don't get me started on that one. I don't want to.
They could do a lot with a lot.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
That's
you
true.
could do that to any franchise and just give us a good
I know,
movie.
I know. It's yeah, it's true. It's very true. Jay's Salty Taint.
Hey,
Every fourth, I watch Lee Greenwood's God Bless the USA in Yankee Stadium right after 9/11. God bless Geeks and Gamers, and God bless the USA. Thank you, Jay's Salty Taint. Bearded Mountain member message, late and monetized. Glad the glitch was fixed. Yeah, they just fixed the glitch. You know,
The glitch.
they just fixed the glitch. So
hold on. This is the greatest 4th of July meme yet. I just have to share it. I know it's a laid back stream. This is freaking phenomenal. That is so good. I'm sorry, I didn't interrupt. If not, I'd be laughing about all the stuff in chat. That is so good.
Oh
I
man!
should send that
Hey,
to Ash.
so
That's what I
so
should say.
listen. So whenever you share your screen on here, instead of stop sharing, just click down below and remove it completely from the bottom. That's how this system works versus StreamYards. So when you
Is it
stop
still
sharing
on the
it,
bottom?
no, because I've removed it. So, but when you
Ugh.
remove it, it just turns into like a blank screen, and so it stays up there when you just stop the screen sharing. So it's just a weird. It's a glitch.
I'm gonna have to
No,
practice.
it's just a different. Like this system's a little bit different, but from what I've been told, and audience, you tell me this, okay? Do you think that? Epic Mike says, take a shot every time Jay says sorry, not trying to.
Yeah. All right.
But is the quality of the stream better for you on this software? And people have asked what we're using. It's called EVMUX. That's the software, EVMUX. That's what it's called. And do you guys see a difference? Let me know. So, but there you go on that. All right. Does anybody need to go? I'm just going to read super chats. So
I gotta get up hella early, so I might bounce. I can work out fucking at 5.
No, you're good. Tell them what you got going on, Rippa. I know you had a big stream on a big, so I don't know if you're aware, Rippa. All right. And you don't get starstruck very often, bro. All right. But you were on a stream today with a verified kick streamer, Drunk 3PO. Verified kick streamer. All right. He's got a check mark and all. I don't know if you ever talked to somebody with a check mark, but it's a pretty big fucking deal. So
That's crazy. I didn't know that. I didn't even know that. Yeah, it was a massive stream though that we were on. That Drunk had us on. That was fun for sure. With the whole entire team. I think that's the first we did a stream with Valiant Renegade where a few of us were there, but like the whole entire team was there for the most part, minus like a few others. But that was awesome. So big shout out to Jay.
Nah, yeah, they need some spotlight. They do phenomenal work.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm so glad that they're all like on Twitter, like fighting people just like their boss. It's glorious. It was awesome to speak to all of them, man. It was really good.
it's good stuff, man.
Yeah, I don't know
Good
how I got
crew.
verified on Kick before everybody else did, but here we are.
He's a big deal.
He's a big deal. He's got many
Yeah.
leather-bound books.
Yeah. I'm only 15 away from 74K on YouTube, everyone. Help me out.
Hell yeah.
But yeah,
Getting
Rippa,
there.
man. Obviously, whatever you need, man, let me know.
Yeah,
And,
man, and vice versa, man. It's fun. I'm glad we can at least do a show.
Yeah.
That was cool. That was cool. But yeah, it was fun, man. It's always fun. to do this. I don't got much else to say. But appreciate everybody's support on Ice too, man. It's wheels are
Ex-
turning. We're trying to get this box ready. Hopefully, I can maybe get it ready for the end of the week. The short box that I know a lot of people are excited for. Wait till you guys see the art on that. So yeah,
Awesome.
I'm having a blast, man. I'm writing Ice 3, man. The whole entire team's having a blast, and I can't wait till going towards the end of the month when people will start the first shipments out, and going into August, everybody will start getting books. So it's an exciting time, man. It's a very exciting time. But I appreciate
yeah.
you. I appreciate Garrett joining us.
Yep.
For sure, man. This is always fun.
Hey, Ripa, I don't weaponize my audience very much, but I'm gonna do it with you. We are gonna be bullying you into returning to Fortnite. I'm gonna give you 30-day notice, and
30-day
we
notice.
need you back on Fortnite. And so
That works. That works. I can do that. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep telling the story. This motherfucker never played Fortnite. Gets on Fortnite, starts wrecking people. Played for like I don't know, about a month probably, just wrecking people, and then just out of nowhere, been playing the game like 2 weeks, or maybe 3 weeks, I guess, probably is what it was. And then it goes on Twitter, tags Fortnite, and says, remove the fucking tanks from the game. And they removed the tanks from the game the next day. And obviously that was an update or some shit, but it was just so funny, the timing. I'm like, this motherfucker's been playing for 3 weeks. He already got him removing shit from the game. So,
Love it.
all right, Ripple,
right.
have a go, man.
All right, man. Y'all take. Y'all don't even know how to exit out this goddamn.
Hailstorm.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Hailstorm.
Ain't no like. Ain't
Oh.
no leave button. Oh, there it is. Leave room. I see.
There we go.
All right, man. I see y'all.
All right, later, man. Later.
I wasn't gonna tell him. I was gonna let him just like figure it out.
Where did it say leave room? I'm still trying.
Did Gary leave too?
No. Mm-mm. There
Am
we
I
go.
here?
Wait, did Gary leave?
Yeah,
No.
Gary left too. Oh, sorry.
I don't know. I was like, what am I doing? I leave room. Don't
But
look
he
at me.
is leaving.
I don't know if I hit anything or not. This is new. I'm just a guest. I don't control this
Hey,
stuff.
dude, you should hear Ryan bitching about the little things that we're just trying to learn this, and Ryan's just like bitching. Like he's so mad. I'm like, Ryan, it's good. It's good. It's different than StreamYards,
I don't
but
like different, Jeremy.
I know. He
It
gets,
frightens me and confuses me.
he gets so mad. He gets so mad. All right, Gary. Hey, thanks for being here, brother. It's Friday
man.
Night Tights this Friday, man. What do we got going on Friday?
Melanie Max coming in.
Let's go.
The biggest Lucasfilm flop of all time. I don't know what we'll talk about.
Oh man,
Not
This
sure.
is-
Oh, and
yeah.
then Phoebe Waller-Bridge takes over Tomb Raider. I'm sure we can talk to Melanie about that.
Yes,
And
yes.
Disney will do something stupid within the next week. I promise you.
You know, that's the glorious thing about like having the Geeks Gamers Daily Show. It's just like every morning I wake up, I'm like, what am I going to talk about? Disney. Oh, Disney did. Oh, a Disney actor called us all racist and sexist. Oh, Disney has another loss. Oh, it's great. So thank you, Disney. We
No,
appreciate
it's
it.
been fantastic. I've gotten a lot of content I did not expect.
Yep, it's been wonderful.
They
So
have been unsurprisingly stupid consistently. So that's good.
yeah,
Thanks,
it is.
guys.
So hey,
Good talking
man,
to you both.
good to see you, Gary. You guys go
Always a
subscribe to this
pleasure.
guy's channel. He's a small YouTuber trying to make his way up the ladder. So if you could just help him not get defeated by, well, you know what? I gotta talk Dan up. He dropped 100 gift subscribers on my Kick channel, Gary. So
And it's money.
have you
Like,
done that?
Good.
Oh, it's real money. This is the first time. This is the first time in the years I've known Dan that I've actually profited from knowing him.
Jesus.
All right. I know. It's a big
Wow.
deal. It's a big deal. So
Have I done that? Do I need to do that? Not Jesus Christ.
yeah, that's the only way you can. Yeah, then I can get back to shouting you out. So, but Dan won. He
Dan,
won
you-
me over. So
You did all this, and all I can say is, why don't you cover the gay song from Witcher season 3? Okay, I need you to do that, and play really 4 or 5 hour gaming streams on your channel daily, please.
Gary put me on the thumbnail of FNT. My life was done after that. He never has to do anything for me again. He can say whatever he wants about me any time of the day. That was the glorious thing. I'm having that thing printed and framed.
Awesome.
That's all I ever wanted. I Jeremy, I was like, it would be so cool to be on that thumbnail. Like, woof.
We should start putting you on when you don't come on. It becomes fun.
Oh man.
All right, guys, take it
Hey,
easy.
take it easy, brother.
Remember, a subscription to my channel will get you an exclusive Dan Vass song. He cannot.
Woo, there it is.
Hey, there you go. Have a good one, Gary. Take it easy, man.
Take care.
All right, later. All right, so good to have Gary and Ripa on. We're gonna read through some super chats, and then are we gonna play games? Probably, knowing us. Celluloid Dream.
12:30.
Jeremy is a fig. Thank you, Celluloid Dream. Bruh for $4.99 says bruh. MK Solid 82. You guys think Disney has ran out of franchises to ruin? Don't forget The Rocketeer. Can anyone say British brunette or angry black girl? It's been a long time since I saw The Rocketeer.
That is true.
A
It's been a minute.
long time since I saw The Rocketeer. I'd like to watch The Rocketeer again, actually. I'd really like to see that movie again. Is his name Joe Johnston? Is he the guy that did Captain America, the first Captain America, first Avenger? I think he's the same guy that directed The Rocketeer, if I'm not mistaken. Gary's Beard Crab says, Gary's going to have to sing Bon Jovi and Jeremy shaved, so Ripa, I'm coming over. What the hell? Jay Salty Tank, hail America, hail Gary, and the 199. Thank you. It's your daddy says, Echo Chunk, Echo America. What's up, man? WG says, took a trip down memory lane and watched Gary destroy his old monitor with the 1/6 Andrew Garfield head. Those were the days, boys. Those were the days. I remember that. CS member message 199 for life. You guys are awesome. Don't give up the good fight. Thank you so much. Japanese Demon Lord Aber Lucifer. Talking about an Echo, the show's gonna suck. But she'd be the perfect wife. She's not extremely cute, but her not being able to talk skyrockets her hotness. Thank you. The Lost Tales, happy 4th, best panel that could have happened today. Ripa dancing gifts exist. Hail Gary, when are you going on InfoWars again and maybe get Harrison Smith on FNT? I got my Brain Force and Turbo Force. Lost Tales, I appreciate you. I will repeat that question to Gary and see what he has to say. Ben Hennigar says the greatest 3 Americans in my book. Happy Independence Day, everyone. Thank you. Eric K says Jeremy's back end was under attack. Sadly, it was. It's not anymore, though. The Singing Tigs says, I think y'all should play Dan's glorious cover of Star Spangled Banner, even though Ripa's probably not a fan of 1776. Hail, FNT and Geeks and Gamers. Congrats to Ripa for kicking ass again. We do have an outro tonight. It's something you've seen before. It was going to be the intro, but it's going to be the outro tonight. So stay tuned. Ripa's Beard Crab says, hail the Ripaverse and Dan Vask. Stuart Halverson member message. Glad to be here with you all. Happy 4th. And I'm glad you're here with us. Neanderthal dropped another 50 and said nothing. Luke member message. Happy 4th, Geeks and Gamers in chat. Glad to see Gary on the panel. Nice of you to support small and up and coming creators. Absolutely. That's what we do here. Dean H. Hail, Geeks and Gamers. Gary Ripa in chat. Due to the late hour, I'm dropping a super chat and going. Hope all have a safe and happy 4th. Right back at you in all the chat as well. And then Japanese Demon says there's still one more Lucasfilm that can be destroyed. Red Tails. Replace all the black pilots with blue-haired lesbians. I forgot about Red Tails. That's very true.
Did they get that from Lucas?
That's a Lucasfilm
That's
production.
right.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
True.
Jack Hudson, happy 4th, Geeks and Gamers. So glad you're back, man. It's scary, man. It was no bullshit. It was a scary 24 hours for me and for all of us, actually. Eric K says Gary Hollywood told me Phoebe is a superstar. Severine says gifted a Geeks and Gamers membership. Thank you, Jay Salty Taint. Play Dan's national anthem. Dan's videos claim because he hates us. He hates us. That's a fact. Mr. Peckerwood says Disney would have been better off re-releasing Song of the South. I mean, they should. They won't. Won't happen. So, what, Jay?
That's true. I probably agree with that.
Super Mastermind member message: Disney make the movie of Leo Major a real superhero. Rye for $9.99 says, with Disney bleeding this much money, do you guys think they will buy the remaining rights to Hulu or sell their share to it? It's tough, man, because I don't know. Like, they're definitely bleeding money, but how much money are they bleeding? I don't know. It's really hard to understand what their financials are looking like right now.
I mean, they got rid of high executives to save $5 billion
yeah,
off salaries. So
crazy.
it's like, well, we lost a couple million here on all these movies. Well, it's like we'll just cut some more people and save money on salaries. Kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
See how much those people are paying themselves over there. It's crazy.
Yep. Dragon Dan is just subscribed on Kick and gifted a Kick subscription. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. Aiden Bergen, $20. Warner is selling Purple Rain. Really?
I did not know that.
Zakanian says, RIP Marvel, RIP Disney. Here's to Ripaverse and Happy 1776 and the 199. Are they selling Purple Rain? Really? Why? Selling the rights? Is that what they're doing? I'm curious about that. Look that up, Hellstorm. Pyro Ron Pa says, first, Happy Independence Day. Second, Jeremy and any others willing. Could I hear a woke? It always makes me laugh, and I need a good laugh. Jay, can you give us the woke?
My throat's a little
Woke.
woke.
Oh,
You might as well
man.
just clip that and just make it.
River Miles, $10 says, does a $50 Disney pass guarantee a man in a dress playing dress up with your child?
Only, not so much in Orlando, but probably
yeah.
in California.
Yeah. Fear the Hammer says the CGI in movies is unwatchable, and in my opinion, Disney doesn't need to make doesn't need to make on movies or comics as long as their ESG score is high enough for investors. That's a good point. That's a very good point. Slain Hope says a demoralized, hopeless modern audience is what they want because they're easier to enslave. They slipped black pills into the jab, the mark of the beast. They certainly want like a demoralized, hopeless audience. You're 100% right about that. They do not want an audience that thinks for themselves or that is critical or anything like that. That is not what they want. Sammy Scott says, sorry if YouTube doesn't send the money through. Just here to say, Andor is the greatest Disney Star Wars of all time. Best thing ever made. It sucked. That's pretty funny. Marcus Henry, Ripa the campaign really has legs. The first had a bigger initial boom, but this one has been really consistently going. Yes, I'm really happy with the Ripaverse campaign too. So good to see. Guess who just gifted us 5 Geeks and Gamers memberships over here on YouTube?
Was it Egg Roll?
It is Project Egg Roll.
Roll! Congrats.
Yes, congratulations to Project Egg Roll. Thank you, Egg Roll. Lord of the Rings Nerd 97. Happy America Day and hail the 199. So happy you guys got your monetization back, and God bless you guys, this amazing fellowship and America. Again, I want to touch on it. I mean, I haven't talked about it too much tonight, but again, yesterday was an extremely hard day for many reasons, and mainly just because of due to uncertainty. But ultimately, after we did the Cobra Cast stream and then the Kick stream and the Rumble stream, I was feeling a lot more confident about, hey, you know, I can see a path beyond YouTube. If that's the path that you know I have to take, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if they're going to demonetize everything. I have no idea, and you never know. Nobody knows what the hell they're going to do. So it was a very stressful situation to find myself in. But you know, we were very confident that we did nothing wrong. That was clear as day, actually, that we did nothing wrong. But just because you did nothing wrong doesn't mean that, you know, it was going to get fixed immediately. And so I woke up this morning to a fucking 1,000 messages. People were sending me screenshots like, oh, my monetizations or my membership is back. I think you're good. I think everything's good. And then obviously Ryan tweeted it out. And I don't really know how to explain that feeling, man. I really don't. It was something. It's hard to really explain. It's a sense of relief that I can't properly explain. Knowing that, all right, we're gonna be fine. Everything is good. And then when YouTube actually reached out and like confirmed it like privately, and then asked me, like they were nice as hell to me, and they were like, "Hey, really appreciate your patience. Really sorry about this. Mistake, we've got it corrected, have a great week," and all this stuff. I'm like, wow, really? Okay.
I didn't think they'd be back in the office till the 5th. So.
Yeah, man, they were really nice to me. I had a couple of back and forths and DMs, and I'm like, wow, okay. So yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a testament to all of you guys. And I'll show you this, just to show, because I saw some of the fucking haters. Some of the haters were just they were crying their eyes out today. But then I saw them trying to justify it. They were trying to justify. They were basically like, well, you know what? He at least had to stress and didn't make any money for a day.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
really?
glad he's stressed.
So I didn't make any money for the day. That's what you're going with. That's what you're going with. Okay. So do you know what actually happened yesterday? This happened right here. This is what happened. Okay, that happened. So yeah, we were okay. We were okay. Number 2 to Fresh and fucking Fit, and on top of that, I had a gaming stream right after. That probably puts us ahead of Fresh and Fit if it would have registered for that day, not to mention Kick and Rumble. So for all of you fucking pieces of shit that were celebrating the end of Geeks and Gamers, you all are as dumb as you look. And there's a reason nobody likes you. There's a reason that your entire existence is a profile on Twitter with pronouns in the bio. And you are the losers that you believe you to be, because you are. I mean, you look in the mirror every day, you know how ugly you are, you know how pathetic you are. And that's why you have your fucking pronouns and your furry fucking pictures or your anime profile picture or whatever it is. And the fact that you were celebrating a channel getting demonetized, and again, you weren't celebrating me. You guys think that it didn't hurt me as much as it hurt my team. All the other people on the team. So that's what you were celebrating. It's just, it was crazy, man. So,
is that, do you have the page pulled up?
I can pull it back up. Let's see. Are you on it?
Yeah.
All right. So there we go. Oh, there's our boy Camelot right there. 5th.
Keep
All right.
scrolling down.
Hey, G&G still finished ninth.
Yeah, I know.
G&G still finished ninth that day. What? Where's Jay? There's Jay, top 20. Look at that, boys.
I shouldn't even be on the top 20.
Jay is 20th.
I have the lowest subscriber count of all these channels. I was looking, I was like, dang, I'm so blessed, man. Of all these channels, the lowest subscriber count, I'm like number 20.
Jay is top
Crazy.
20. So the day these weirdos celebrate, we had 2 channels in the top 5 and 3 in the top 20.
I know. It's pretty insane.
That's the best thing that's ever happened to these weirdos right there. So what a bunch of losers. But yeah, I mean, so for me, I would never celebrate a channel being demonetized. I've never.
You've done that many times before. Even people you don't agree with, you've quote tweeted them and just saying, "Hey, look, I don't like these people, but we shouldn't allow this." So it's we've never done that here.
Well, I mean, I've talked about it in the past about like there's a channel, and I'm not going to name this channel's name. He's a channel that, like, and if he wants to say that he can admit it, I think he wouldn't, and I really don't care to put him on blast, but it's a channel that's went after me a lot. And apparently, like, I always see a bunch of fucking, like, people like, you should debate, whatever this guy's name is. And I remember when he got in trouble years ago, I reached out, like, privately. I'm like, hey, I just a couple tips. I ran into this problem before. You should try this, and this, yada, yada, yada. Just, I don't want to see your channel in trouble, bro. Never really fucking said thank you. Never really acknowledged it. Just went back to calling me a racist and a sexist. Fucking piece of shit, man. It's who these people are. You know what I mean?
Saya's roasting me in the
So-
chat. Yeah, no, it's they're freaking yeah.
Sick fucks, man.
But
Sick
you know,
fucks.
when it happens to them, they're all like, "Can you guys help me, please?"
Yeah, there is no scenario where supporting just a creator that you don't like their opinions, supporting their demonetization is it takes a sick fuck. And it says far more about you than anybody else.
Absolutely.
So, hey Marcellus, the way you fix Star Wars is to travel back in time and mind trick Lucas into never selling and hiring good screenwriters to write his prequels and sequels. Oh wait, I don't have a time machine or powers. Yeah, heard that. Let's see. Graft Tanker 98 becomes a new member of the 199 Battalion. Eric Case says, Ripa, so you have no confidence in the Marvels? I can speak for him and say no. A feline named Vajayjay, remembering 1776, Gary. What was it like back then? That's pretty good. Mark of Reality, does Jeremy still have the meme of Ryan and Bree and the baby? Oh my God, that was fucking great. Let me find that shit again. Did you see that this morning?
Yeah. That's
Oh
pretty gross.
my goodness, bro. I was in tears.
I had a lot of food today. I don't want to see it again.
I was in tears. Snake Pit Discord, if you guys can share that one again, I'd love to show it. But yeah, I don't see it right now. So if you guys are in the Snake Pit, if you can reshare that meme, I don't want to sit here and scroll forever looking for it. Floki the Mad says, sorry for the troll imposters coming here and spamming the bad word. It seems I have angered some ignorant people. Guess I'm popular now. Hey, that's a good place to be, man. We got you, bro. We got you. Thanks for being here, man. Lee Cranmer says, a potato would be a better pilot. It has eyes. God dang it.
Oh, then Geo the Rock. Hey, you want to know how stupid and crazy these people are? Someone came into my stream, if you watched it live, sent me over $150. $100. I'm trying to think if he sent more. I have to remember maybe to have me read that he was gonna fight Ripa in Texas when he gets off parole.
Good Lord.
So
man.
it's like, and I was like, I'm not gonna read it, but Rip's like, I don't care. Like keep sending Jay money, keep threatening me and send Jay money. He's like, these people are stupid. They're sending all this money. So it's like, well, okay. I just don't get it. Like, I don't get their thinking, but Ripper will respond about anybody if you tag him on Twitter.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. No, Dark Ray 199, not that. It's a picture of Ryan. It's a picture of Ryan. It's a meme that we shared on the daily stream today, and I like that died when I saw it. It's fantastic. It really is good. Let's see. Pyro Ron Pa says, Jay, you're truly the best of us.
Was that a
He
super
is.
chat?
Yes.
Thank you. I don't know about all that, but
Doc
apparently
Holiday.
I can't text right because I just made everybody laugh about an address.
Lee, I disagree. We have a potato for POTUS. Brent Wolf says, at least when I drop a 50, people get memberships. Laughing my ass off. Thank you, Brent Wolf. I appreciate you, buddy. Samurai Vader, happy 4th of Eric July. Fireworks were lame here. Hey, they were pretty good here. We had fun. We had a good.
Oh man,
had a
we
good
blew
one, so.
stuff up. It was really awesome to see Krista celebrate her first 4th of July.
Mhm.
It was really cool. She got what the heck, Hellstorm?
What's Hellstorm doing?
His screen. Please don't do that. Anyway, you totally. Anyway, it was cool to see her celebrate.
Yeah, right here. Look at here.
Sparklers and all that stuff. We were just like, hold the sparkler, you can do it. Yeah, that's a better poster than the Marvels.
Yep.
I did that on my phone. Just FYI. So, gosh, she was so happy, man. It's like
She was over the moon for being in America for July the 4th and celebrating. She was all over the place, man. So it's good stuff. So shout out to Chris.
Aruda in the comments says better quality than the Marvels poster. Yeah, I made that on my phone.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
took some pictures by the pool. It was pretty cool. She was so excited. It was that to me was a great thing to see. That she just
Mhm.
holding sparklers, calling mom, like, look, it's 4th of July. It was so cool.
Yep.
So it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was. It was good stuff indeed. So shout out to Kristanova.
Yeah.
She might be playing games with us later, so go follow her on Kick. I don't know. I haven't heard from her, but earlier. Hang on just a minute. I'm trying to see. So. Nope. Actually, no. She messaged me. She told me she was. It was since we've ran too late. Because I thought this might be like about an hour show.
It is
so,
late, and we did a lot today. So
Yes, indeed. Oh man, I just had the picture to show the Ryan meme. Let me see if I can get this right here.
I put that as an emoji in the Kick.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, it is now an emoji on Kick.
God damn it! Here we go. Here it is.
Hellstorm, please help me.
This is one of the funniest memes I've seen in a long freaking time, man. Right here. Jeez, man. The Larson family and friends wish you a happy July 4th.
It's pretty good.
That is one of the best memes ever. Oh my god. That is 10 out of 10. Ryan with the cowboy on the black kid. Oh my god, dude. Oh. You love to see it, man. You love to see it. Shout out to you guys for your incredible memes. Oh my god. So good. All right. Fantastic, Mr. Knox. Congrats on 1.7 million. Rippa, good day, and hail. Hands, man, you guys rule. Happy 4th. Glad you're monetized again. Thank you. Fixie Clary. I watched, let's see, STTMP. What is this? Star Trek? Star Trek? TMP? What is that? Nobody gonna fucking help me?
I don't know nothing about Star Trek except Rafa Khan
TMP.
and those little fuzzy rocks that was in one of those episodes.
The first Trek movie? Oh, the motion picture.
The first Star Trek one.
Yeah. So the motion picture last night on Blu-ray. It's the first time I've seen it in HD. Yeah. So
that'd be interesting.
That would be interesting to see.
Remember seeing Star Wars, like the original one in like high def? You saw like fingerprints on C-3PO and like R2D2. You're kind of like, I don't know if this was meant to watch
Yeah.
in HD, but anyway.
Troy News says classic hero narratives have been hijacked. Let's see, with hedonism. Is that how to say it? Hedonism and virtue less. They don't care about money. They want to destroy American values, family values too.
Yeah, you want to know something? Can I share something a little bit on that?
Yeah,
I was very like Krista and myself and others and Jeremy too. It was so awesome to see so many of you on social media, like just representing America, you know, just like it's such a beautiful thing to see more and more people like just representing America today, and your pictures and your memes and all that, and having a good time. And we need more of this. I just want to share this real quick because it was awesome. I don't know if you can share it, but there was a couple tweets going around, like this person here from Bree says, "I'm sorry, but anyone happily waving an American flag right now is either a gleeful white supremacist or is gleefully uninformed." My man here, Mark with a C, who's not white, by the way, just quote tweets and is like, "God bless America always and protect us from the mischief makers who spit on everything our forefathers fought for. We must be united now more than ever." And it to me, it was just like awesome to see more and more people, like when Ben and Jerry's tweeted that nonsense out about, you know, America's not so great, and these companies saying that, and to see so many of you, I see you in the chat, and I see you online, just going after them and telling them like, kiss off, why don't you just leave, waving your flags and everything, like posting pictures of America. It was awesome to see today, because I don't know about you, man, but like I think we were, the past few years have been kind of rough since lockdowns
Mhm.
and crazy elections, and our pop culture is exploding and all this stuff, and they're calling us all kinds of names, and trying to make people feel that you shouldn't love your country and it shouldn't be great, right? Because it's so bad. We're so bad, because we hate everything, but it's like not today. Not and even not to get political, but President Trump's Instagram picture today was fantastic, and it just was awesome to see all of you just, even Az and Disparu, who are like, they're not Americans, but even they were like defending, even though they had their jokes and stuff, but even they were defending like what we're celebrating over here. And to see so many people just standing up to these stupid people on Twitter that want you to hate your country, that want
Mhm.
you to hate everything about what we stand for. It was really moving for me, and for someone like Krista, who's not an American, and she's looking at this stuff, and she's like, while we were having like eating hot dogs and stuff, and seeing all this stuff, and so it was really cool to see. Sorry, I just wanted to say that. I know it's
No.
July 4th and
I
it's getting
I
late, but it was really awesome to see, because in the years past, some people just kind of, it was rough a few years ago about celebrating, and there are people online like, hey, don't celebrate, you might offend people, and just be quiet, like maybe you shouldn't post pictures, and now everyone's like, screw y'all, you know we're gonna do this, and it was just really beautiful to see. So
Yeah, I mean, I've became even like I've never. I don't want to say I've like I just never. I was never the most patriotic person growing up, and it's not that I was anti. This just wasn't my. I appreciate things and I respect things like I've always respected. Military, law enforcement, all of that, just as a simple principle of like respecting things. But I have become increasingly patriotic in the past several years because of the negativity surrounding it. Because I'm the type of person. The more you tell me I can't or shouldn't do something, the more I'm going to do it if it's something I'm interested in or if it's something I feel strongly about. And I have become increasingly far more patriotic than I used to be just because of all of these fucking freaks and these
yeah.
weirdos, man. That's why I always post pictures of President Trump. When just because I know it's going to make people mad, because they constantly are mad that I support President Trump. And you don't have to. That's fine. This is Geeks and Gamers.
Yeah, I didn't mean
So
I
no,
have
no,
to
no,
say
no, no, no,
sorry
no.
so
You're
someone
good.
can
No.
drink in the chat. That's
Um.
all. Sorry for
So
political, but no, you're absolutely right. And it's like, with these Hollywood actors, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Screw Your Freedom, all that stuff that they put us through. It's like it was so awesome to see today. Um,
hmm
that's all. I just wanted to tell all you guys in the chat. It was. I know we joke and laugh and everything, but it really meant a lot to a lot of people, because the more people begin to post stuff and say, "I don't care," call me whatever you want. Like, I'm gonna post this stuff. It just ignites more people to kind of get behind these awesome things. So, you know, look at that. Kevin, you little rascal, you
fucking Kevin.
with
But
a
yeah,
50.
with a 50. But seriously, like the more like even today, somebody because we did the Cobra Cast 199 stream after the gaming stream afterwards, and some guy was in there. He goes, "If you stop playing fucking Fortnite, I might watch." So I just commented, "So I'm gonna play Fortnite tonight now, just because you said that." Like you
Yeah.
fucking do not tell me what the fuck to do. You can offer like constructive criticism and all. If you come and try to just straight up tell me not to do something, I'm probably just gonna keep doing it. You know what I mean? I literally do not care. Like I like having conversations with people. I like talking to people. But if you're just gonna come and just point blank tell me what I'm supposed to do, then I'm just gonna continue to do that very thing just to piss you off. It's just in my nature. And so like even with the Ben and Jerry's post today, I just responded with the that stupid Trump meme. And I also like I like showing the more ridiculous Trump memes, the ones that make him look like some godlike figure, because they just like, these guys think he's just a normal guy. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
you weirdos have built him up to be this mythical creature. You know what I mean? And so I just like memeing on him. you know. So
So
anyway,
it's just so aggravating to see, let people celebrate. My gosh, man. And
yeah.
just say if you put a flag on social media, you're probably a racist, And like to have these high profile people in our government, in our entertainment say that stuff, you're just like, why don't you just leave? If it's so bad here, why don't you
Yep.
just go, man? Go
Not
make
that
your money.
complicated.
Go see if you can get as popular. Just go ahead. Like,
Not that complicated.
yeah, I know. It's like, it's just anyway. Sorry, my little it's a sorry. Y'all can drink again. There it is.
Sorry.
Just had
Let's
to be
see.
said.
Master Chief 3000 hates me, Jared the American. Happy 4th of July to all of you. I hope your day went well. Jeremy, congratulations on getting remonetized. Eric,
Yeah.
congratulations on ISOM. And Gary is late and gay over on Rumble. Thank you. JM the Elite Fan, YouTube for Beard of Shame. Wait, wrong stream. My bad. Hail the Crew, the 199, Altec, and F Boob Tube. Thank you, JM the Elite Fan. Dara Mouth, forget Indiana Jones. People need to see the sounds of freedom. I'm wanting to see it. I want to see it. Big Wig Cthulhu, Jeremy, your mustache is a vagina. That's really good, actually. JM the Elite Fan, what do Jay and Billy Gunn have in common? They're both ass men. Hail the 199.
Boy.
That was pretty good. That was good.
Yeah.
All right, let's see where I got to catch. Oh, we got mostly gluten for 50. I just showed up. How long we are going tonight? Congrats on being remonetized. We're not going to be going much longer. Whether we do a gaming stream, I don't know. Like, it's been a long day. We've had a lot going on. I don't think I'm going to do a gaming stream tonight because it's gonna take a lot of time.
I'll fall asleep.
It's going to take a lot of time if we do the gaming stream. So probably not much longer. I didn't plan for this stream to go maybe an hour, but here we are. We're continuing on because the people demand it and the people get what they want around these parts because that's just how we roll. So again, thank you guys so much for being here. Derek Nall says, well, Guardians and Deadpool 3 are the only current superhero movies I'm looking to buy. It isn't even care. Or probably doesn't even care. I don't know. And Ripa, I'm trying to get my cash up to get signed book, but Super Chat more important. Hey, Super Chats are important, but we definitely want you to get that signed copy. Sasquatch55, Disney's 1.69 million on landscaping a day. Or Disney is spending 1.69 million on landscaping a day. Effing trees. Is that true?
I don't know if it's
a lot.
It might be.
Dude, I mean, the Walt Disney World's massive. So, Salty Lead Farmer.
I have to check on that, but yeah, maybe. You said Disneyland or Disney World?
He just said Disney. He just said Disney. So, Secret of the Incas with Charlton Heston with the architect to Indiana was the architect to Indiana Jones. Nick Esp says, tell Gary to play the Arkham games, the best Batman adaptation next to the animated series. I've told him many times to do that. Batman Arkham games are phenomenal. I'm not a big fan of Knight, but I still think, like, my favorite is still Asylum, even though I think City's a better game. There's just something, I like the small contained story and the small contained atmosphere in Asylum. I love Arkham Asylum so much, but City is just a better game because it's Arkham City. There's just so much more freedom and everything. Super Mastermind Gary, beware. There are games made to torture you. They are made to induce rage. See,
Yes.
Cat Mario. It made the game.
Yeah.
Hayden, I got that one for 50. Sandstorm, one last happy 4th of July. 199.
Yeah. You know what's sad too? This is
What?
this is my last Tuesday night's main event for a good while.
Mm-hmm.
So
Got some work to do, man.
I am leaving. Yeah, I'm leaving Saturday, probably Saturday afternoon, to get these books out. I got to drive to the fulfillment center, and they are coming in hot. July 10th, they'll start shipping out. So I can't freaking wait to finally get those things out. So I hope. Time to replace Jay, says Epic Mike. Yeah. I'm also gonna take just a breather, like after we get all these things shipped out. I'm probably just gonna like sleep for a week and not do
Maybe.
anything. So
Maybe.
yeah,
We'll see.
getting ready for this trip. So that's why another reason I wanted to hop on. That's all. I love this show. I love the chat. I know like I'm easily memed and roasted and everything, but you guys really make my week. There's
Aren't
no
we
other
all?
chat like this G&G chat, and you guys have just been so supportive of all things that Jeremy talks about here, from plushies to books to everything else, and it's just that's I think that's the main reason why people hate who we are, and because they can't seem to find a group of people like you guys are in the chat that support and love and always encourage and all that stuff like that. So it's incredible. So
That it is, and it's amazing to be part of it for sure.
yeah.
Abaru just dropped 5 gifted Geeks and Gamers memberships. Thank you on Odin's Fade. I know my name is based on Ripa's favorite comic. I got ISOM 2. Can't wait. Hail, you guys, and Gary, you got to play God of War, Spider-Man, Pac-Man's A Dead Game. Yeah, I would love to see him play God of War, actually. John Harrison, have you seen The Sound of Freedom? I would be incredible if you guys can get an interview with Jim Caviezel. Imagine it making more money than indie. Would really send a message to Hollywood. Trance music matters. TMM. I've heard a lot of good things about it. So
Yeah, same.
I have heard a lot of good things about it, and hopefully, we will get a chance to check it out. We'll see. My cum smells
I'm sorry to hear that.
for $2. Happy 4th, you heathens. Thank you. TWSE77. Happy 4th of July. Keep tearing Hollywood new ones. F Disney, F Lucasfilm, F Indiana Jake, and the Dial of, what is it, Dysentery? You guys are the best. Thank you. That's awesome. Project Egg Roll. We love rice. That is all. Hail to 199. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God.
They are freaking awesome.
Yes, they are. Jonathan Coble for $19.99. I'm aiming to get into the game industry this year. Have been encouraged by your channels to no longer be deterred by the woke. We need based artists more than ever. Time to grind like Ripa and make it happen. God bless. Well, that is awesome, man. And yeah, I encourage you to set your kind of like focus and move forward and never apologize for it, man. That sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Best of luck to you, brother. Lucas Garrett, I'm proud of you all. Continue to hold the line onwards and upwards. Thank you. Stacy S becomes a new member. What's up, Stacy? Welcome to the 199. Jonathan Coble again. And happy Independence Day, fellas. Keep killing it. Your voice is critical in the coming tide change. It's been a ride, and let's continue the journey. Hell yes. Pig Riser gifting 5 memberships to Geeks and Gamers. Thank you. Slade Lawton. Ripa, not sure if you heard, but King George III died of an unknown illness. Anyway, happy Independence Day and hail the 199. Carnal says, hail Geeks and Gamers, Nerdrotic, and Ripaverse. Gary, I know you've become more open to the idea of superhero fatigue is real, but how do you argue it to Eric's point? Let's see. Eric's point that it lets the studios off the hook. I wish he was here to answer that. And I want me and him to continue that discussion maybe on Friday Night Ice, but
That's pretty good.
I reject the premise of superhero fatigue. 100% I reject it. I reject it completely. I think there is no superhero fatigue at all. I think there is simply bad movie fatigue. That's it. Keck Lord Gray, back in the day, long movies would have at least a 15-minute intermission, i.e. Lawrence of Arabia. Wonder how that would work these days. That would be interesting. John Joseph Gray says, even though it's next year, I could see Godzilla and Kong, the New Empire, will do very well. Just a prediction. I could see that doing pretty good, for sure. Dirty Jersey. What do you think, Hailstorm? Fuck Hailstorm. SBZ. Oh, look, it's the internet celebrity Kick Verified. J3PO. He's a pretty big deal. PR Domino Champ. Top Gun Maverick on 4D was really good. My kids enjoyed it. That's pretty awesome. Let's see. It is. I mean, I'm just so happy Top Gun had such a it had such an impact for so many people. And why? Because it was a good movie. That's all. The Good 360. Glad you guys got monetization back. Jeremy's takes aside, Geeks and Gamers is awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that. Neanderthal 2020 for 50 says nothing. Neanderthal. I really do appreciate it, Neanderthal, especially everything on Kick and everything, man. Thank you so much, man. You were a major piece to making a lot of my stress disappear after yesterday, man. It was amazing support. Neanderthal was really upset about what happened, as so many of you were. And again, you all was making noise. All of my friends, content creators, people on Twitter, people everywhere. It was really. It was probably one of the most humbling experiences I've ever had in my professional career. So thank you so much, Kevin, for 50. Yo, Young Rippa, is Asim doing a bait and I guess that's what he meant. Is Asim? He said AYEESUM. Is that how he spelled Asim? Yo, Young Rippa, is Isom doing a bait and switch like Netflix, like episodes he's gay and anti-white? Jesus Christ.
Well, he's not there to answer that, so.
That's your boy. That's your boy right there. That's our boy. We love Kevin. Kevin likes to party. Kevin likes to party. Marksman of 117B, that meme earned Jay $2 American. Hurrah! Objectively a cat. Here's one for all the woke losers celebrating this channel getting demonetized. Better luck next time. Not Happy Independence Day. Jay's Glory Hole High Score. Gonna start a GoFundMe to help Jeremy get some eyebrows. Mega Vanaya fan. Thoughts on original Johnny Quest? I didn't watch Johnny Quest. What do you think? Did you?
I love Johnny Quest.
There you go. You got it from an expert right there. An expert.
That Johnny Quest is something that they just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Just keep it classic cartoons, man.
Leave it alone.
Johnny Quest was great. Like until Hollywood could prove themselves again, it's like the original Johnny Quest was. I loved those adventure stuff, man. I loved it. Indiana Jones, Johnny Quest, The Goonies, all those things were just like great adventures. So leave it alone.
Let's see. All right, where are we at? Jin Wong says, "Hey Jeremy, just joined the stream. Is G&G remonetized? Can you catch me up? And happy 4th. Let freedom reign." Yeah, I think, and you probably sent that one a bit earlier, so I'm sure you've gotten the gist of it. But yes, we are 100% remonetized. Thank you for all the support tonight. And whether you're on Kick, Rumble, here on YouTube, it's just appreciated. And you guys have been the best community by a mile. The 199 flexed hard as hell yesterday, and basically put everybody on notice, man, that G&G ain't going nowhere. You're just not taking G&G down. It's not happening. So it was spectacular to see. Let's see. Japanese Demon says, I'm still waiting for the Song of the South prequel. Young Rias working in the cornfields. I'm sure Disney will get right on that. I'm sure they'll get right on that.
Sure, it's
Cole
on the
Hauser.
table.
Jay, give us your O-Face 199.
I saved that for someone special. But thank you for wanting to see it.
MCU
and I
fans,
see you, Laura. I see you, Laura, on the member message. I see you.
MCU fan. Bigots can't wait to watch the Marvels. Looks amazing. Amazing. Yeah. Willie Dave, amazing show. Happy 4th, guys. 199. Thank you. J Rock, Cyber Frog 3 made $250,000 in 12 hours. Our money is power. Congrats to EVS. That's awesome. Spirian for 199. Thank you. Let's see. Shell the Third. Welcome to the 199 Battalion. East Coast Toasted Boy remonetized. Happy Loser Day, England. Appreciate you, buddy. 1776 is how much that super chat was. Keck Lord for 5. Listen to Paul Harvey 3-minute speech on If I Were the Devil from 1965. You will have your mind blown. Paul Harvey, 3-minute speech on If I Were the Devil from 1965.
Paul Harvey was great. He had that show, and now you know the rest of the story.
Yep.
My dad used to listen to that stuff. Oh my gosh, he loved Paul Harvey.
Laura Lynn Lance says Canadian Bear smooches.
Hey,
Hail 199. That it?
I said, hey.
Awkward. Jay makes every situation awkward. It's your daddy says, Happy 4th, America. Eric K. Jay has a check mark. He does not need us anymore. That is
No,
true. That is true. Let's see.
can't get one on YouTube though.
Let me see.
Maybe one day.
Abaru, there's this 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Jin Wong. Can't wait to read my copy of Blue Balls. Good job,
Man,
Jay.
I hope you guys like it, man. I really do. We're working on the next installment as we speak. So
Piano Dean, independence brings people together. Construction workers, architects, foremen, the guys who drive the trucks, pretty much everyone involved in making a building, and maybe other people too. Piano Dean always has the knowledge dropping, and we appreciate it. Joel Carver says, Jay, do the Tico before you leave.
I can't do it.
He doesn't have it on here.
I might have 1 or 2 live streams before I go. So we're gonna me and Jeremy are working on one. Maybe we'll be able to have one Thursday. We'll see. But we're just trying to get stuff. I'm just trying to get stuff packed because I'm gonna be gone for a few weeks. So
Yep. Mostly Gluten just dropped 10 gifted memberships. 10. Thank you. Appreciate
Sorry,
that.
drink
That's
everyone.
Amazing. That's amazing. Sorry. Omega Supreme W Cheese. I did a thing. Built site, bro. Is Kathleen Kennedy fired? No money in it. I just an angry fan and was bored. No,
I don't think she's fired.
she's not fired, in my opinion. And I'm speaking as a person that has no sources that I'm reporting or anything like that. I'm just telling you, I don't think she's fired, and I don't think she's going to be fired.
I think when she
anytime
leaves
soon,
Lucasfilm, we'll all know. And I agree with you and Ryan that you said it'll probably be celebrated. And Bob Iger will be like, "Oh, she's been great for the company for all these years, and here's your gold watch.
Yep, that's exactly how it's going to go.
You know, here's your award, and here's your plaque." And
She ain't going no fucking where. She ain't going no fucking where, as far as I'm concerned. Arthur Brown for 5 on Streamlabs. Have you seen Actman's video on iShowSpeed? He's abusing the YouTube copyright system, and he just flat out admitted in a live stream. First, the crypto scam, and now this. What a monumental piece of shit. As an Australian, I wish my country was half as base as yours. Sure, there's a ton of corruption issues, but some states are still plenty free. In Australia, each state fucks you pretty much equally. I did see the video, the Actman video on iShowSpeed, and I agree. Yeah, I got you, Arthur Brown. Just read them, brother. And Shell the Third says, "Oh, it's a shell like in English." Oh, hail the 199. Got you, man. So yeah, the iShowSpeed thing. iShowSpeed and Aiden Ross both have like seriously been abusing the copyright system and the claiming and striking people's channels and shit like that. And you know, I mean, I'm not obviously I'm not a big fan of iShowSpeed. I think he's he's fake as hell. Like I've seen a lot of his stuff. I mean, I don't understand it. People like to watch it though. Hey, do what you want, man. You don't owe me anything. You don't have to owe me no explanation as to what you enjoy. But yeah, iShowSpeed is claiming and copywriting channels and shit like that.
has he really?
And, oh yeah. Same with Aiden Ross. Yep, absolutely. Watch the Actman video on it. So, but yeah,
That's crazy. He's like 22 years old.
yep.
But it also shows you how small we are in the internet. The guy gets like 70,000 people watching him scream and set fireworks off in his bedroom. Like
Yep.
it's literally all they do. All they do is react to like TikTok videos.
Yeah, I know.
But
It's
hey,
crazy.
man, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, he's 18. Someone says 18. I thought he said he was 22 online, but
It's wild, man. Japanese Demon says the only Disney remake I'm enjoying is the Titanic remake with the Marvel sense of humor. I think it's brave of them to replace the Titanic with their own company, though. It is entertaining. All right, that's pretty good. Let's see. Omega Supreme says, sorry for the broken English on previous message. The filter kept blocking me. It's a website I built, counting the days. Oh, okay. A website you built counting the days until Kathleen Kennedy is fired. That is a great idea right there. I like that. Hell yeah, man. That is good stuff. So I thought it was going to be a sub joke too, Lawrence DeWolf. I didn't know where that one was going from Japanese Demon, but it turned out to be a really good one. But I thought it was going in another direction. So good stuff right there. All right. We are at the end of our journey. I'm pretty tired, so I don't foresee a gaming stream tonight as much as I want to play. I'm tired. I got to get some rest. We got Geeks and Gamers Daily in the morning. Again, thank you guys for all the support on Kick, on Rumble, and of course here on YouTube. It has been a hell of a roller coaster the last 24, 48 hours. And I feel like the luckiest person in the world to have what we have. And, I just want to keep making you guys, proud of being part of the 199 and G&G and everything we got going on. We are built by the people for the people. That's literally the path that Geeks and Gamers has been on, and it's the path that we'll continue to be on. We will be as successful as you allow us to be, and as much as we can give you. We will work our asses off. We will do everything we can, and it's an honor and a privilege to have the opportunity to be able to stream, make videos, make content, introduce more people to this team, introduce a wonderful team we have, do our gaming streams, all of that. So, Jay Hailstorm, what are you going to do tonight?
Probably go live with Josiah.
There you go.
He's already hit me up.
So Josiah is live on Kick. If you guys want to follow Josiah, follow Jay Hailstorm on Kick. You can drop the links in the chat right now, and go follow those guys. Drunk 3PO. What about you, buddy?
I'll see you in the morning on Daily.
Yeah, that's right. Me and Jay on
Been
Daily.
A long day.
That's right.
Someone in the chat says check out Jay's Indiana Jones shirt. I think he only got 2 days left to get it, but
go get it. It's a badass shirt.
It's pretty cool. Thank you guys for checking it out.
Yep.
So.
Stacy S says, Jeremy, what's that? You're below in the White House. We need to talk about that on CobraCast tomorrow night. So the White House is a disaster. Sean Collins says, happy 4th of July. Did you guys miss my first super chat? Sean Collins. I can look and see. I don't remember seeing one from you. But if I did, it is my sincere apologies. We don't try to roll like Timcast around here. We try to read all those super chats. I don't see one from you, Sean. I don't see another one. I'm looking right now. I'm scrolling through. But you could just ask it here. If there was a question, just feel free to comment right now, and I'll get it right now. I do not see another super chat from you. Maybe it didn't go through, or maybe sometimes it's a little glitchy on the back end of YouTube and everything doesn't show up. But let me look and see what he's saying in the chat right now. It is harder to see the chat on here than StreamYards. So let's see. I'm looking right now. Help me out, guys. Let's see.
Oh, I don't know.
It's your daddy member too much. Yeah, he missed mine too in the beginning. They're not showing for some reason. So some of these member messages don't populate well, but I think that our boy Eric K has a let's see. You didn't do it tonight, I don't guess, Eric. Which is fine. Not your fault. But I don't see him. Eric, see if you can help me out, buddy. Amaga Supreme says, not gonna lie, I'll party with Hunter. That dude gets down. Respect to anyone claiming hookers on their taxes. Fantastic, Mr. Knox. Just dropped a 50. A 50. Thank you. It says nothing. No. I hear you, Eric. I hear you. But I don't see those. But if you want to comment right now, did you guys see The Sound of? Yeah. Okay. Did you guys see The Sound of Freedom? I got out of a packed theater. It's a really good movie, especially if you had a kid or like Metal Gear. Yeah, we've been asked about that a few times, Sean, and did not haven't seen it, but would love to try to go see it. A lot of people seem to be talking about it, so I'm happy about that. We need more stuff like that. Jake says, "Why is the chat so random?" Because we're just random. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
let's see. And then I think that's it. So Jeremy was the problem. Just proved it. Clean off your eyebrows, Jeremy. LOL says, M can't be a U fan. I mean, I definitely am the problem. Okay. We got to call it there. I'm getting tired as hell. Oh, hang on. There's Shell the Third says, I was kind of wondering why I can super you guys on this account, but not my other one. Any ideas?
I have no idea.
That is a strange one. I'm not sure about that one. I don't understand why that's the case. Stacey S says, thank you for the gifted memberships. Stacey S is awesome. Big supporter of Run Cover Cast.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for being the literal best. The 199 represents. Flexed like hell yesterday. We are going to leave you with the hit song starring Drunk 3PO. It is called Open the Door. Have a good night. Mods, if you can drop a link, if you can get a link to his channel, I can't remember the channel, Jay, or I don't have the link to it, or Hailstorm or Eric K, if we can get a link to the channel so we can drop a direct link to this. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's Open the Door.
There's a story you've all been told by our friend Drunk 3PO, part of Geeks and Gamers lore, here in the 199. Before he was the Canadian Bear, on a live stream he decided to share some knowledge that he felt we ought to know. Say it ain't so. Hold on to your buckets. Let's not forget about the J&As. The Canadian Bear took his time to share his thoughts on so many things. And after walking the planet, this much he knows for sure. That when you feel like friends can't go on anymore,
you open the door.
he spoke of his cat Nicholas. It seemed that cat was really quite a sight, because in no time it all went right out of the blue. And what seemed too good to be true, the cat learned to turn off and on lights.
He walked in here, double fisting butt ice.
Hold on to buckets, spilling coffee and Ryan seeds. Making stops throughout their trip so Ryan's car wouldn't overheat. And after walking the planet, this much he knows for sure, that when you feel like friends can't go on anymore,
Open the door!
and it stirs up emotions deep down inside.
my grass.
So many memes created from what he said. From the guy who ate spaghetti in bed. No need to worry or raise the alarm. With Jay and his tape, we're back home on this farm. Hold on to your buckets. Let's not forget about Jay and A's. The Canadian band took his time to share his thoughts on so many things. And after walking the planet, this much he knows for sure: that when your feline friend can't go on anymore,
You open the door.
Hey guys! Oh, great golf, huh? All right. Well, see you later.